What's up, punks? It's Tuesday and I'm Friday, coming to you live from the far shore, the beach or the moon coast that's got the most, and today we've got the most tactics. We're playing one of my most anticipated and long-awaited remakes of the year. And it's one of my most long-awaited remakes, honestly, of maybe my entire adult life. This is a game that I adore the series of. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy Tactics, as well as Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Advance 2 for the Game Boy Advance and the DS, I believe, respectively, not the 3DS, the original DS. And these are games that I've been Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced was actually the one that I played first, and it was just one of my favorite games. I absolutely adored that game. I got it the same day that I got my Game Boy Advance SP as a kid. It was like a Christmas day. I got a Game Boy Advance SP, and I got Final Fantasy Tactics Advance as the game that I got with my Game Boy Advance, and I played that game for hundreds of hours. Then later, as I was a teenager, I got a PlayStation 2 kind of late. It was still during that generation, but it was towards the tail end. I think the PS3 had already been announced, but I was working a part-time job as a teenager, and one of the people that I was coworkers with was telling me hey, if you are looking for good RPGs, because he knew I liked RPGs, he was like, the PS2 has all the best RPGs, as well as it lets you play PS1 games. And so when I got a PS2 at about 14, 15 years old, is also when I started collecting PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation 2 games, and that is how I got my real first dip into kind of Final Fantasy, and that's how I got Final Fantasy Tactics. I played it the summer that I was 15 or so, the summer that I turned pretty, coming to you on Amazon Prime. The summer that I turned into a tactics gamer. That actually was definitely Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I was already a tactics gamer, but Final Fantasy Tactics was so much harder, and I'm not sure I ever beat it, to be completely honest. I don't know if I ever got completely to the end of this game. So I'm really excited. It was one of those things that I've replayed the beginning of this game and the first 3 chapters tons of times, but never I think since I was 15 played a full playthrough of. And so I'm just really excited. I remember really large story arcs about this, but I don't remember nuances, what happens in between the scenes and stuff, and so I'm really stoked. Maybe I should save this till when we're actually in the game itself, but you know what, maybe I'll just cut this in. This will just be the beginning of the YouTube video. That's fine. Yeah, so I couldn't be more excited about this game. The fact that it's got full voice acting, the voice cast looks stacked, and it's got all these additions. The additional cutscenes from the War of the Lion PSP version, I believe. I could be wrong, there could be new versions of those cutscenes. The fascinating thing about this remake is the fact that they lost the original code of the PlayStation 1 game and had to rebuild it from the ground up. This is a remake from scratch, which is not very common, and that's why it's taken so long and taken a lot of work to do it. It seems like there's 2 different versions that we'll be able to choose from, and I'm almost certainly going to choose the Ivalice Chronicles remaster, because that's the version with the full voice acting, as well as parts of the game that were these kind of side mission stories, these books that were originally in the Japanese version of the game that never got translated over to the States version. So it's a bunch of content that I've never even seen, even though, I played this game, a decade and a half ago. Terrifying to think about that's the passage of time, but the inexorable march of time comes for us all. I hope everybody's been having a good week. It's been a pretty chill Tuesday for me. I had some lunch with some friends. That was always nice. Always good to catch up with people that you haven't seen in a while. And I've been working on updating my emotes. And actually, let me just take a little look here. Some of these will look similar, but I've changed all of their colors. So that now they kind of reflect the more bright blues that I've always kind of associated with my character. Even though my character has maybe slightly duller blues, go ahead and just drop those in the chat right there, and you can kind of see them in the corner. on the screen. But yeah, so I changed all of those to kind of match with the more recent emotes that I've made. And I'm excited to finish up animating some of those, or a new emote, the Just Rockin' emote that we've been working on our pixel art stream. So I'm excited to finish that up tomorrow on stream. And I've been sketching out the start of a new emote that once we finish up the Jammin' Out emote tomorrow on stream, we'll move on to that next. So that'll be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I thought about, I'm like, oh, should I yap for a prolonged period of time for this game? But I'm like, I want to play the game. I want to play the dingle dangle game. And it's, you know, it's a Tuesday, which is not a day that I typically stream. And so it's one of those things where I'm just like, you know, I'm kicking this off for me, especially because the beginning of this game is a little bit on the slow side from what I remember, because there's certain things that you need to do when recruiting your team. And we'll get into that when we get into that. But it involves astrology, which is strange. This game has some bits of it that feel a little dated. And that's mostly the fact that the game believes that boys are strong and girls are magical, which, you know, both of those can be true, not always exclusively, but it's one of those things where it's like just the way the characters' stats develop and stuff as the game, as you're leveling up and stuff, like the way that male characters level up, they just get more in, I believe, the stat is called bravery, and women characters tend to get more faith, and those two affect your strength and your magic stats respectively. And so you kind of, as you're building your team, you want to be paying attention to that, and you also want to be paying attention to, weirdly, their astrology signs. So we'll be getting into that. I've got a little, I did not expect to need this, but I've got a little astrology chart as it relates to Final Fantasy Tactics pulled up, because I'm just like, you know what, if I'm going to play this game, I want to play it like, I do kind of want to play it optimally. We're not going to do, there's some wild optimization that you can do where it's just like, oh, recruit animals until they lay eggs and then poach the egg, or like, and wait until the eggs hatch and then poach those animals that you brought onto your team so that you can get like rare items that way. And I don't think we're going to go that hard on like optimization and stuff, mostly because I feel bad for the dangle animals, you know, the sweet little guys deserve better. And so yeah, we'll probably not going that hard, but I do want to pay attention to my basic team composition because this game is kind of hard. I don't know if they've adjusted anything difficulty wise for the Ivalice Chronicles, but the first game, there's like some kind of notorious skill checks, and some kind of parts where you can soft lock yourself in the game if you're not saving thoroughly in multiple different spots. That's the key for this game, and I imagine it still will be. There are moments where the game will offer you options and moments to save where you are going to continue to go through battle after battle after battle, and if you are unprepared at level wise for those like exceedingly difficult battles, as they get tougher and tougher as you go, you can soft lock yourself into a way where you can't back out to like level up and stuff. And so the number one recommendation that people have for this game is, hey, save early, save often, and save in multiple save states. So we'll do a lot of that. But yeah, I think let's dive in. I'm just excited. This is a game that, like I said, I've been looking forward to for, I mean, gosh, years before they even announced it. And then when they did announce it, I thought it was only going to be on the PS5. And was very, very excited to find out that it was going to be on the PC, which means that I could stream it to y'all. So let me go ahead and boot it up. There, I'm looking at my monitor right now, and I'm seeing my sweet boy Ramza on the screen. We'll just dive in. Here, let me turn off Spotify and swamp the game over. We got it. We got it. Oh, listen to that beautiful music. Let me take a look at the levels in OBS. Looking pretty good. Levels looking good. Okay, so yeah, here are the two options that I was kind of mentioning before. We've got the Enhanced Edition and the Classic Edition. So the Enhanced Edition is the version that, as far as I know, is the version with the voice acting and the version with the additional story cutscenes and stuff. Let's just hit about. Let's see. Enhanced. The enhanced version is based on the original 1997 release of Final Fantasy Tactics, but features full voice acting, additions and adjustments to dialogue, and animated character portraits to provide a more immersive way to experience the story. Oh yeah, this game also, the original port of it has this kind of like notorious translation where some of the things are, I think, kind of like fun, but a little difficult to understand. They're going for like a high English, like this kind of like fancy lad talk, to evoke kind of like European medieval, dialect. But when it was not translated always the best, and so some of it just ends up being downright confusing. And then the War of the Lions version, as far as I understand, simplifies some of that while trying to retain the heart of the original text. And then obviously, what's up, Coach Carter? Yeah, we're starting off. Welcome. We're diving in. I couldn't be more excited to be playing this game. I was just kind of going over my history with it. I played this game like 17 years ago. I'm like 32-ish and, ish. And then I believe I played this game when I was 15 years old. So even though I've technically played it before, I only remember the big beats. I only remember big character swings and certain fights, but all of the extra like nuance and stuff between it, I totally forget. And so it'll be really fun as this way to kind of like relive this story that I remember thinking of very fondly when I first played it through. I remember thinking like being pretty floored by like the nuance of the factions and like kind of the beliefs of the individual characters. So I'm excited to delve back in 2025 and wonder, okay, this wowed me when I was a teenager. Will it hold up now? Because I feel like a lot of things unfortunately don't. But sometimes you get surprised, and sometimes things still really bang. Reviews for this have been coming out, and they've been great. So yeah, this one has the new script, which is just like a updated, slightly like readjusted version. I think is like a fusion of the original script and the War of the Lions script, which was the PSP port. Animated character portraits. Ooh, that's fun. And then yeah, the full voice acting. This version also boasts higher resolution graphics with an updated UI. Oh, that's nice, because honestly, the original UI in this game was a bit of a struggle. Choosing what your character's like jobs and like skills that they were learning were like, it was just clumsy. It was usable, but it was clumsy. And so an updated UI sounds wonderful, improved controls, optimized game balance, making it an ideal choice for returning players and newcomers alike. I wonder, okay, not too familiar with the FF series outside the well-known 7, 14. Final Fantasy is one of my favorite franchises for sure. It's one that I'm just like a sucker for a little bit. Where I played 8, 9 is probably my favorite now. 8 was my favorite growing up. And then I've touched played a little bit of every single one, but not fully beaten every single one. This one and Final Fantasy Tactics Advance for the Game Boy Advance, I really want to do a playthrough of that at some point because it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I think more people need to see it. So that'd be a fun way to do that. Yeah, this game is cool. It's kind of tough. It's like a surprisingly strong strategy game, which was challenging for me as a teenager. It was like definitely one of those games where it's like, oh, you have to be okay with like, you have to grind a little bit or be okay with like losing, as kind of like rolls don't always go your way. With, kind of like an XCOM, right? Like it's pretty tough, and death can be permanent. That was the first thing that was new to me about this game from the tactics games that I'd played before, is like, oh no, you fully lose your units if you don't revive them within 3 turns of them going down. And you will lose them just permanently. And then they drop a crystal that has some of their experience on it, and you can try and pick that up with someone else. But you can lose your units. And so you have to try and play really strategically. Yes, permanent death, just like Fire Emblem. I think I'd maybe played Sacred Stones Fire Emblem before this, and that was my first exposure to permadeath. But this one, I wasn't expecting it because Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced doesn't have permadeath except for specific cities, which it's a fun, like, in-universe reason why that's the case, which we'll get to if we ever play FFTA. But yeah, I'm stoked. We'll definitely play the enhanced version because voice acting sounds wonderful. All right, let's dive into Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Ivalice? I know a lot of people pronounce it Ivalice, but I apologize. Ivalice is just always, I think in the Japanese it would be Ivalice. I accept that I am wrong on this, but my default of how I pronounced it when I read it as a kid was Ivalice, and I'm pretty sure that's just how I will continue to pronounce it as default because it's habit at this point. All right, start game. Yeah, this game is kind of tough. Especially the first 3 chapters. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to something. In sword etched he his fading memories. In stone his tempered skill. By sword attested, by stone revealed. Their tale can now be told. Square Enix presents the Zodiac Brave story. They love their Zodiac. We'll get into the astrology of this game in a little bit. There's a wild thing about character creation that revolves you needing to know astrology signs. We'll get there. Yeah, something about permadeath mechanic really latches you towards their characters. This music, it's good to be back. I love Ivalice as a setting has a sound to it. There's these like triumphant horns and like these marching drums that to me is very different and distinct from other...
Ivalice, a kingdom blessed by the light of the gods and ruled by the two-headed lion. A year after her defeat in the 50 Years' War,
lore,
the king succumbed to malady, leaving a mere boy of 2 to ascend the throne. Whoever became the child's guardian would rule in truth. Duke Larg, brother to Her Majesty the Queen, was widely expected to assume the role.
Look at that hair.
But the council,
look at that bowl cut.
fearing the Queen would wield excessive influence, moved instead in support of the late king's cousin, Duke Goltana.
Why would it be so bad if the Queen exerted influence?
The Dukes,
Maybe we'll find out.
Goltana and Larg. Both were decorated generals who had proven themselves in many a battle during the 50 Years' War. While most of the powerful houses rallied beneath the banner of the Black Lion, Goltana, those nobles and knights who were left to languish in the wake of the war flocked to the banner of the White Lion, Larg.
Hence why the PSP version is called War of the Lions.
Goltana, the Black, and Larg, the White. The conflict between these men would come to be known as the War of the Lions.
Yeah. History. I love a history drop. Oh, that was just the beginning screen. Yes, the OST is absolutely killer. And yeah, when you're in control of these characters who are like, a lot of them are just like generic soldiers that you recruit. We'll get to there. Black versus White like chess. It's very, I mean, you know, and it's a tactics game. I think they're going for something chess-like in that way, of the way that pieces move against each other, even from the way that we'll see characters moving around the world map has a bit of a chess or like, you know, strategy game feel to it. Yeah, I think we'll play even on Knight. I'm tempted to play Tactician, but honestly, this game is already... I remember this game being difficult as a teenager, and so I think I'm going to stick with Knight. And, you know, maybe one day I'll try a Tactician run, and we'll see how messy it is, but I think for now, let's start with Knight. Let me not get overzealous and overextend myself and punish my first kind of like replay through of this, childhood cherished game. Okay, so here is an important thing with Final Fantasy Tactics is the world of Ivalice loves its astrology. I don't know why, but Final Fantasy 12 also takes place in Ivalice, and see, now I'm saying it. I'm trying to correct myself. And that remake is called the Zodiac Age. Older equals wiser, not intelligent. It's true, and we'll see. I mean, you need to be wise to know when it's time to let go of a character and sacrifice them, but I don't always make the best plays, and I don't want to be doing that too often. So, I'm just gonna put in my personal birthday, which is January 14th. Now that we know that's the day that I washed up on the beach in the Far Shore and got rebooted by my engineer. Ironically, despite my name, it was a Thursday. The first day I remember is a Friday, and everybody calls that Good Friday. I'm pretty sure that's what that's about. And so the thing that I learned recently is that Capricorn is apparently like actually kind of the optimal build for Ramza. The book, like the original handbook, my maintenance day, my reboot day, let's call it. Yeah. I recently learned that apparently the PlayStation 1, like actual like book pamphlet that used to come in cases and stuff, that had I have no idea if you spelled that correctly. Maintenance is a tough word to spell. You did spell it correctly. But Ramza's birthday is listed as the 12th. Other sources sometimes refer to it as January 1st because that's the default on the calendar here at the beginning. But I'm just gonna, 12th is close enough to the 14th. So I'm Ramza is what I'm saying. And being a Capricorn is actually very good in this game. Because you do more damage against astrology signs that you're opposed against.
JD. For the greater part of my life, I have been a student of Ivalice's middle age.
So that's the narrator for this game.
You are familiar with the War of the Lions? No? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalice in two.
I think there is like a worse sign. It might be
Here
Virgo.
we first find mention of Delita Hyrule, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. His is a tale of great renown, familiar to all who dwell within our land. But, as we well know, what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth.
And history is written by the winners.
There was another young man. Ramza Beowulf.
Oh wow, they don't even give you an option of what
The youngest
your name
son
in
of
as
House
here.
Beowulf, famed for producing leaders of men. There is no official record of the role he played on history's stage.
Probably because of all the voice acting. They didn't want to.
However, according to the Jirai papers, which had long lain concealed in church archives, this forgotten young man was in fact the true hero.
You're saying history could have lied
The
to me?
church maintains he was a heretic of the highest order. an
You're saying the
inciter of
church could lie
unrest,
to me?
who blasphemed the gods and profaned the godly. Which of these two accounts is to be believed?
I mean, always trust the church, obviously.
Join me now in my search to uncover the answer, the truth.
Cutscene. Carter, I can guarantee you a tier list for best astrology sign exists. There's like two ideal ones depending on if you want to play like a knight or like a magic user, because of the way that it matches up against other bosses in the game, I believe. Oh yeah, here we go. Cell shading. That's really interesting water like stylization. Ooh. Early title card. I'm honestly surprised there's a moment I feel like they could have added this later, but early title card, here we go. Get in and, you know, get the title out of the way. Let people know. Based on Final Fantasy Tactics, 1997. Yeah. I don't think anyone didn't think that was the case. I love the way that they draw chocobos, or like render chocobos in this way. To me, this is a chocobo. And the art style, like this kind of like etched, like watercolor. Cell shading, it's just so nice. It's the closest I feel like that they get to making Final Fantasy concept art come alive, is stuff like this. I like the way other Final Fantasy games look too, but to me, look at this. It's beautiful. I would love the 9 remake to have a similar aesthetic, actually. I doubt it will, from like leaks and stuff that have kind of like come out, but it'd be cool. It wouldn't have to be this etched. There's maybe a little too much film grain on this, honestly. Yeah, at a certain point it looks a little bit like a Photoshop effect that they're just layering on all of it, which it probably actually is. Yeah, that's just like a 2-frame texture loop that's being overlaid onto the shadows. I don't mind, but I overall think it's cool. Orbone Monastery.
O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
A story about the church compelled me as a small
Lady
child.
Ivalice, it is time.
Who could have guessed?
I'll not be much longer, Agrius.
I know some people think that this art style, like the anime art style of the portraits, looks a little corny. I love the way that these characters look. I think there's something about like just the no nose, super low mouth. I don't know. It's very evocative and stylistic to me.
Your escort has already arrived.
Like, to me, this is the look of high fantasy, and probably that's because that's the look that I consumed a lot of high fantasy as at a younger age, and so it imprinted on me in that way.
Please, heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry.
It's like a little Ghibli, kind of, but also just it's like a slightly more mature looking like version of Studio Ghibli stuff. Oh, I'm gonna need to change where I am.
Still in here, are ya? It's been the better part of an hour.
Look at that swordman's mustache. To me, that's classic. I just love that. His whole look, both in the portrait and in his like actual figure.
Gafgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess.
Mayhap bowed heads would less offend.
Gafgarian. There's a new addition to this game that I think is going to be really helpful, where it's like doing the thing that Final Fantasy 16 did, where they're adding like a compendium so that you can reference characters that have already been met and like listed and get recaps on who they are in case you have time away from the game.
But you would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries.
I see even the noble Order of the Northern Sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves.
A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not to expect chivalry. We are in the employ of the Order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you.
Mercenaries working with the Order.
Govern your tongue.
Enough. Let us be on our way.
The Father watch over you, child.
And you, Elder.
Milady, the enemy is upon us.
Oh dear.
Duke Goltana's men?
We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Ramza? You above getting paid to do a job?
Dude, I'm right here. What? Why would you say that?
I'm a knight no longer. Just another sellsword.
Right then. To battle.
So we were a knight and now we're a mercenary? What could have caused such a thing?
Deliver us, O Lord.
To battle.
They bear the crest of the Black Lion. Duke Goltana must be mad.
You there, wench! It is useless to resist.
Great to call an opposing guard captain wench right out the gate.
You will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours.
What a compelling argument that man makes.
Ahead on assault. These swords of Goltana, lack wits one and all.
In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gafgarian.
Wait, hold on. He's got special armor. I bet he's strong.
Mayhap you could, but there's no money to be made in that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Lad, Ramza, with me.
Is the other kid just Lad? It'd be so funny if his name is just Lad. Please let it be.
Kill them all! Leave no man standing!
This is nice with voice acting. I'm realizing now, like, how much more dramatic and, like, in the space I'm able to be. It is more immersive.
You would have us slaughter them. Are you mad?
Short for Laddle. I'm sure you mean ladle, but it is funny. The idea of, like, if it's called Lad in this, yeah.
Kill them here, and you'll have played into Duke Goltana's hands. We need only put them to rout.
Laddle.
Dead men rout more easily.
Already within the same faction, having multiple different ideas of what to do with the enemy. Controlling Ramza. In the first battle, you can only control Ramza. When Ramza's turn comes, he may move once and perform one ability. If you select wait, he will take no further action and his turn will end. The combat timeline. On the left side of the screen is the combat timeline. Each unit will act according to their place in the timeline indicated by a number. 1 is displayed for the unit whose turn it is to act. Hold left trigger and press up or down on the D-pad to scroll through the combat timeline and view information on each unit. So that's really, short for Laddie makes a lot of sense. Here, Laddie. So in Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, I know that choosing wait means that your turn comes faster next round. Like you're more likely, your speed score and the way that it processes it, you get to like act quicker than you would otherwise if you moved and took an attack. I don't know if that's true in Final Fantasy Tactics. What I've generally heard is you want to be always using abilities. That might not be true. Oh! To reposition the active unit, select move from the battle menu followed by a tile within its movement range. Yeah, so these blue tiles let you know where you can go. Typically, I often like to let the enemy come to me instead of overextending and getting surrounded, but it's the tutorial. How hard could it be? Alright, abilities in battle. From the abilities menu, you may command the unit to attack with the currently equipped weapon or perform an ability it has learned. The attack command is the most basic form of offense. Its range varies according to the weapon. Abilities have many uses, such as attacking, healing, and providing support. Some consume MP or items. Oh, don't attack myself. Weslith. I love, so all the character names, maybe not for this battle. Oh, okay, Biggs is the one named character. Biggs, a classic Final Fantasy thing where somebody is always named Biggs and somebody's always named Wedge, usually. But we don't have a Wedge here. So the one guy who talked is named Biggs. And then we've got Weslith. Let's see what Laddie's real name is. His name is Ladd. Let's go. It is short for Laddie, which has the 2 Ds. It's really Ladd. Oh, I'm glad it's Ladd. Fill your life with laughter and Ladd. Lavian and Agrius. I can't believe it's actually Ladd. That's incredible. Okay, so if we hit, we've got a 90% chance to hit, and we'll do 42 damage, knocking him out cold. Let's take this. He evaded? That was only 8% chance to evade. See, this is what I mean by sometimes the dice really don't break your way. Gonna throw a stone. Shadow Blade. Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Forgot about that.
Come then.
Damn, he absorbed the health too. Are we sure he's a good guy? You know? Why is she killing the guy who... Dear God.
Can't go on.
Dear God. I think I might be a little underleveled compared to my companions here. They're level 8? I'm level 3, I think. I'm scared. Okay, the enemy is level 3. What level am I? We'll find out eventually. Fooks? I don't give a fook. That's this character's name. You can't see because I'm kind of in the way. I'll probably move my character once it becomes my turn. Everyone else is so much faster than me too. They all get multiple. I'm gonna have missed my one shot.
Darkness empowered. Shadow Blade.
I think when they use their special attack, it means that it is still good. Oh no, he went down to a knee. He's in critical. Ladd, I think, is going to be absolutely fine. He's in the back, even though he's only level... Oh, we can see our levels right next to our... Oh, no, that's whose turn order it is. Yeah, Ladd is playing it smart. He's just inching along. Okay, so the other thing about this game is you get the ability to... your chance to hit and do more damage goes up if you hit them on their side or from behind, but height plays a bit of a factor. I don't know if I'd be able to hit this guy if I'm that low, because I'd be reaching too far up. So let's go ahead and take this swing here. There we go. Okay, we gotta prove ourselves a little bit, not get completely embarrassed in front of Ladd, our best friend. Lover, maybe?
Leave it to me.
This seems easy. Maybe too easy?
My life. Over.
Oh, wow. They used to just have little... Oh, yeah. Who could have guessed that they sent a bunch of weenies to the front to distract us?
No. Lady Ovelia.
This way. Hurry up. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you!
You've quite a mouth on you, princess.
We have to catch up.
Hold there!
I think not. If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the father.
This is the GIF that I posted earlier on Blue Sky. The original line, I believe, is wait, and then he says something like pathetic. Don't blame us, blame yourself or God. Which I think that line goes very hard. Blame yourself or God. Yeah.
Delita. He lives.
We know him. Delito, that was the guy that the narrator told us about at the beginning.
But why does he serve under the banner of Duke Goltana? I do not understand.
Everyone's kind of a weenie at the beginning of this game is the thing. Plus ratios, your god.
Records of the hero
That's so
Delita
funny.
Hyrule
First appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw Ivalice paying enormous reparations and ceding vast swathes of land to Ordalia, the victors.
So it's important to note that the 50
Knights
Years'
and
War is
sellswords
different than the
returned
War
from
of the
front to
Lions.
find their homes razed and loved ones slain. Compounding their woes, they were denied pay for their service and stripped of their livelihoods. This ill treatment led many to abandon their fealty to the crown and the nobility. Once loyal soldiers became rogues and traitors, donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason.
Not treason.
It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace.
There's no
Many were the
reason for
young
treason,
adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat.
Unless...
Of these, the city of Garland too saw its share. It was there that our tale began, a year earlier.
The Meager. The Royal Military Academy in Garaland. Garaland? It just said.
Did you hear? Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Egros.
The Corpse Brigade again.
'Tis long past the hour for drills. What is happening, I wonder?
It's bizarre to me for these guys to be voiced, actually. I know that in my head they are like fantasy British, but having them actually have fantasy British accents is throwing me off a little bit.
Delita, what do you suppose this is about?
I could hazard a guess.
Oh? Do tell.
I think Duke Larg is coming to Garaland.
Duke Larg? Why?
Not just the Duke. The Marquis Elmdor de Limbri, too.
That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit.
What's up, Toon? We're just getting in. We just hit chapter 1. We did the little tutorial battle. And then we're flashing back to 1 year prior.
All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is, they number too few.
And they mean to bolster their numbers with us.
Most of this game actually happens in flashback, at least a good portion of it.
All right, everybody, fall in.
At least I think, if I remember right, like at least the first 2 chapters, I want to say, are like in flashback, kind of like before where the big game begins, or before where the
Order
first
of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knight's Apprentice.
where like the first battle takes place in the timeline. I think the first 2 chapters take place then a year before that. Might be even more.
As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise.
Galleon.
Among
I can
them,
be
the
British, too.
Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the very crown they had served. Rogues such as they must be dealt with.
This guy looks he looks very familiar. He looks, what's up, Moldy? How's it going? This guy looks very similar to the guy we just killed at the tutorial. I'm sure I know for a fact that it's just because it's generic, like, white guy number 3 in this game face. Maybe actually number 1. He's like, soldier, mercenary number 1. But I like imagining that it's the same guy, and then 1 year later we had to face him. Oh no, your new motherboard fried your GPU and then died. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, Moldy. Toon, you spent all day figuring out how to add pockets to some jeans. Accidentally bought jeans with fake pockets. Oh. Yeah, no worries, Carter. Fake pockets seem like they're a real struggle. I think I've only ever had 1 pair of pants where it's just like the pockets were too short to be usable. And especially as a guy with I'm one of those millennials with a fat wallet. And I need a hefty pocket to fit my wallet, just because if I have a skinny wallet, I know I will lose everything, because I've already lost my big wallets like twice. And it's such a pain when you lose your wallet to like replace your your cards, but also especially your driver's license is such a pain. Yeah, truly RIP to the GPU. I have accidentally fried a motherboard before in my time. Or I fried a motherboard by overloading it with RAM when I was a teenager and I didn't understand RAM limitations. Actual smoke came out of the motherboard. That was a problem. That was an issue.
The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the Brigade. An operation of a grand scale.
So we're joining up as basically knights apprentices, and we're being tasked with defeating this mercenary, or this kind of like band of brigands called the Corpse Brigade.
We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard. This will leave Egro's castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses.
I'm always bolstering the rear.
Remember, you represent the Academy itself. Noble or otherwise, your actions reflect upon us all.
Doing squats, lunges, you know, all sorts of things.
Fight with honor and trust in your steel.
Trust in your steel.
It would seem the time to take up arms is already upon you, young apprentices.
Listen, Toon, don't worry about it. You know, it's what you need to do as a knight's apprentice. So Moldy, this is a recreation of a PS1 game from, I believe, 97. And it they lost the original. This is a remake / remaster. They lost the original code and had to basically reprogram the entire game in order to like put it out again, recreating all of the art assets, or at least recreating and updating a lot of like the actual internal code and like the game mechanics, and then using old assets with like modern lighting. It didn't have voice acting at the beginning because it was a PS1 game, so that's also new to this.
I've just received word that a band of thieves, routed by our knights, flees here to Garreland, where the bustling streets will only aid their escape.
Yeah, Toon, I specifically signed up to be the rear guard, I believe.
We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us.
I'm doing the Lord's work.
This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed.
Guest party member. So fun thing you can do in this game, we can't do it yet because this is just beginning, but this game has a really robust kind of like job system, as like, you know, what your class is in the game. And one of the things that thieves can do is steal weapons and armory off of both boss characters and guest characters. So when you get guest party members like this, you can rob them blind. I think you can also take off their stuff in menus because they usually have better gear than you do. They have gear that's like a chapter or two ahead of you, and so you can take their good stuff, equip them with bad stuff, and then when they like leave the party later, you'll just get to keep the good stuff. It's silly little things like that that you can do to min-max this game that I think are delightful. Oh, you know what? I'm just realizing we're not going to be able to see people's... Yes, exactly. A treasure chest, I say, looking at my new guest character. A sweet little loot box. I get called into HR. Friday, you gotta stop calling people loot boxes to their face. Whatever, loot box. All right, let's put me over there. I think that'll be better for seeing people's portraits. Delita has joined as a guest. I always thought the name Delita was funny. It sounds like he's like named himself like Killa. Yeah, I'm the straight Delita. Delita you from existence. The world map. Yeah, I know how this works. So yeah, you can move around. You've got this kind of like world map, which is very funny. This is the world of Ivalice. It's relatively similar to the map that you see in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, the spiritual successor to this game, not a direct linear successor. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 and Final Fantasy 12. And I think Vagrant Story, which is an RPG I've actually never played but would love to, is also set in the Final Fantasy Ivalice universe. Alright, we're going to the magic city of Garland. You know it's real magic because they spell it with a K. Time to battle some rears. Rear. That's a little rear for you. A little animal rear. Positioning battle members. You can now choose where to position your units for the start of battle. Before combat begins, you must decide which units to place and where. For battles that are part of the main story, Ramza cannot be removed. Positioning battle members. Yeah, I'm aware. Okay, a tactical view, that's helpful. I can't do tactical view right now. No. Oh wait, I can. I was doing L2 instead of R2, even though I literally just read that it was R2. Okay. Let's choose, I think, here. Do we want Dame Bert? Richard? Edmund? Morone? Or Bess? Okay, so here's the thing. See how they all have little, like, icons at the top left of their... Let me circle around it with a little arrow here. See how they all have these little icons? This is their zodiac sign. And their zodiac sign will be better or worse, or will determine basically how compatible they are with you depending on your zodiac sign, and how compatible they are with other party members and or like enemies. Like they will do more damage against enemies that they have like the right compatibility with, which is weird and not a thing that you really need to be paying attention to. I liken it to like if you've ever played kind of more competitive Pokemon, people start paying attention to the natures of their Pokemon, and this is very similar to that. But it's kind of big. There are certain ones where it's like if you have the worst zodiac sign pairing, your magic is like 50% less likely to hit, which is significant. And so that's quite a bit. And so it's worth paying attention to at least a little bit. I do have a screenshot that I pulled up for myself to look at who and what astrology signs. Yes, it's the human type chart. Yes, it's like if you're grass and fighting fire. So let's see. I gotta zoom in on my guys a little bit, and we'll be able to recruit new players later. I noticed I didn't see any cancers, which is like my that's what I'm looking for the most in women, because it's also gendered, which is a little crazy. It's only gendered for the best / worst. It's not gendered for everything. Good compatibility and bad compatibility are gender neutral, but if you really want to have real chemistry with someone, it also depends on their gender, because of course it does. Cancer is a good sign normally. Yes, I don't know anything about... I'm not an astrology person IRL. This is my extent of knowledge for it. The Gen Z word you learned recently that described what you said there. So Chugi, I don't think Chugi is a real word. I have never heard a Gen Z person actually say Chugi. I have only heard millennials say Chugi, calling it a Gen Z thing, and I'm starting to wonder if Chugi is a psyop. I think Chugi might not actually be real, which I think is quite funny. So right now, we're not going to worry too much about type charts because we don't have a... and I'm happy to be wrong. If Gen Z really is saying Chugi out there, I just haven't been exposed to it. So I think, unfortunately, Chugi might be fake news. I've never heard anyone... And I don't know that many Gen Z people, but I do know like Gen Alpha, and all of them were like, no one actually says Chugi. I don't think we have any we have kind of all neutral compatibilities here with people's astrological sign, so that's fine for now. I think the other thing we want, I thought this was Tauros for a second. Is this Tauros? No, that's Aries. I'm gonna have to learn these. At least, I mean, I've got a little spreadsheet up. I see it here and there, but not as trendy as the likes of Sigma or Riz. Yeah, definitely Riz. Skibidi Riz is... Skibidi? I always pronounce it Skibidi because it was one of those things, again, that I read before I ever actually heard anyone say it. Okay, and then we do want a chemist in the party for sure. Chemists can throw potions.
I can do this.
Average soldiers cannot use potions in this game. You have to unlock the ability to use potions by being a chemist for a little while. So the cool thing about this game is that you can change your classes a whole bunch and like swap around kind of what your character class does, and then you retain certain skills that you've learned from the previous classes. So you can keep like the best abilities and kind of build a super class from like the different pathways that you go down for each person. And so it's like, oh, anyone can go become a chemist and learn how to use potions, but you need to spend a little time actually devoting to that, which is why this game can get a little bit grindy sometimes. So I think right now I'm going to focus on, I definitely want these three. And then I think let's bring Bess or Marone. Oh, actually, let's look at, so Bess would make a good magic user later because she's got 70 faith, which is actually really high. I knew Skibidi when it was just a song with a silly dance sung by a Russian band. Is that how it originated? I didn't know. Wait, there is a teacher who is doing a video using Gen Alpha slang in order to encourage them to learn a second language. That's honestly hilarious. I mean, I will say, I think you get better slang when you know a second language. Some of my favorite slang is stuff that I learned in high school Japanese, which is a little bit of a weeaboo thing to say, I admit, but like there is a level of like looking at something like delicious and wanting to say oishiso because it looks so good, where you're just like, oh, there's like, that feels more right than you know, saying like, oh, it looks delicious. There's something that feels like it's like very like guttural in that way that makes you feel like you want to like say it in that way. Especially because it's like those were the kind of skits that I was doing in Japanese class, was like restaurant skits and stuff to learn the language better. Let's see. A friend was helping teach elementary class, and he said they had Fortnite dances on while they did math. That's honestly hilarious. If you know, if it helps, it helps. I learned like a lot of my language learning came through playing Pokemon Blue. Okay, let's see who's the best. Bess has the best stats of any of the characters, so I'll definitely have Bess.
Nothing can stop me.
Yeah, I played a lot of Pokemon Blue and was probably like the only first grade kid who knew how to pronounce the word guillotine properly. Were my
little moppets, is it?
Well, we
let's turn for the better.
Oh my god, this is the most Cockney English. All right.
All right, lads.
Yeah.
Cut through these and we're as good as fled.
All right.
Make quick work of them. And don't be leaving those squealers behind.
Oh, I can't believe that was a beautiful delivery, I think. It was as over the top British as it needed to be. All right, Toledo, what are you doing? He's just like running out into the front line. My guy.
Nothing can stop me.
I need you to survive for story reasons.
Careful, Ramza. Remember, the well-aimed thrust pierces the mail.
Well-aimed thrust pierces the mail. I'm always saying this. A well-aimed thrust can pierce any mail. Tune you used to put on music videos whenever you on whatever presentation topic you were doing in your presentations as a teen. Got great marks. I asked questions on people at the end, and whoever got things right got gum. The prizes of like section really works. Any mail. Yeah, don't worry about it's, you know, what's it mean when a word can mean two things? There's a word for that. I swear when I'm on stream, my vocab goes out the window.
Don't patronize me, Delita. We Beowulfs know our way around the battlefield.
Yeah, it's time to pierce some mails.
Was it? Heir to the noble house, Beowulf, I'd wager. Looks like we have ourselves some apprentices from the academy. Well, highborn moppies are still moppets.
So, we're from a highborn house.
Lay down your arms or die clutching them.
Is that right? You're in far over your little heads.
Little.
It's time.
It was perfect for practicing my British. Is you just kind of stutter in the middle of the word, I think. All right. Now, typically you don't want to overextend, so you can do this kind of thing and then look at the top. Typically you don't want to overextend, but you also don't want to let your buddy out there when he's all alone and overextended himself already. So I think we'll move over and help Delita do a Delita. Okay, we've Chant sacrifices HP to restore the HP of an adjacent unit. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. So we've got like a little bit of a sacrificial heal situation. Expected outcome. Once you've selected an ability and a target, the expected outcome will be displayed. Use this to predict what effect your actions might have before you make your decision. Yeah, so I have a 100% chance to hit. That's pretty good. And it'll do 20 damage, which is most of his health. Raising a unit's job level. A unit can raise its job level by earning job XP. Basically, by taking actions, you get XP. You don't get XP at the end of a battle. You get XP by doing things.
I feel
true
stronger.
To life. And then you get to choose your positioning, so you can kind of pay attention to what way your enemy might be attacking you from. And right now, since there's water on any other side of me, I'll position this way to give him the least amount of chance of hitting. Homonyms was the word I was looking for. Speaking of piercing males. What? Controlling allied units. In addition to Ramza, you can also control... Yeah, okay. Hey, you've got a team, is what that was saying. All right. Do we have any little... Yeah, we do have a little sneaky boy back here. I was like, it seems like there's somebody on the other side, probably. All right. Hello from the other side. But we could get around there and kind of flank the flank. The thing we also have to look out for is the height difference. Because they get advantage, though she's not an archer, which is good. Archers can shoot further and do more damage when they're high up. Yeah, hello from the other side. That song bangs. Is that what it's called? Or is there... That's, oh, Fire in the Rain... Adele? That's Adele, right? That song goes hard. Honestly, a lot of Adele goes very hard. So the thing here is you want to try and use an ability. Oh, it's just called Hello. That makes sense. You want to try and use an ability every turn if you can. Unfortunately, right now, no one is in our range. I can't throw a stone. I can throw a stone at this tile. Will I get XP for throwing a stone at a stone? Well, let's find out. Let's experiment. I did not. I got an achievement for using an action ability. That's funny. Okay, I did not get JP for just throwing a rock in the air. That's fair. That's not the most experience-worthy action. I can probably throw a stone from up here. Go to fundaments and hit this guy. The problem is, it's also line of sight with throw stone, and I might be in the way. He might hit me with this stone instead of the enemy. But I think because we're high enough up, it might work. Oh, will not hit target. And just saying, hey, no, you absolutely will hit your ally instead. That's good. It didn't used to tell you that. In the PlayStation 1 version, you just had to eyeball, and I would have hit my friend in the back of the head. And what's funny is sometimes you want to do that. If you're really grinding up your characters, you want to attack your own allies when there's basically no one left, because you get extra XP even if you hit your own dudes, which it very much encourages friendly fire in that way. Okay. We don't have really many items at all, huh? We only have Phoenix down. Okay, well, in case Ramza or Delita goes down, I guess I'll just have her wait then. Can she throw stone or evasive stance? Adds the evasive stance command, which greatly increases the unit's physical and magic parry and evasion rate until the end of next turn. Oh. No, that won't hit. Let's try the evasion stance, see if that gives us some JP. Doesn't seem like it did. Oh, he's gonna throw a potion. He's gonna help his guy. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't have any potions.
Let me see.
There's a lot of them, huh? There sure is a lot of, and the one we just hurt is fully healed, huh? Okay, I'm gonna start throwing stones. Luckily, I don't live in a glass house. Just throw a rock at her. 12 damage, 95% chance for 12 damage, pretty good. Oh, it's because we have a good Zodiac type against her. Okay. I can't hit this guy. You can't hit diagonals, unfortunately. So I'll just have to wait. Oh, Toon, I have stream avatars. I used to have it up and running when I was doing art streams, and honestly, lately I've just forgotten. I've forgotten to activate it in the middle of my art streams. I don't usually do it for game streams because it can get a little distracting for the VOD, but I'm sure there's a way that I can probably disable it for actually rendering in the VOD. I'll look into that so I can have it active all the time. 'Cause that is pretty fun. All right. Wow, he really crit on Delita over here, didn't he? Pushed him back. Or did Delita run away? I missed what happened. All right. Oh no, he attacked the chemist. How dare you, sir?
I have you now!
I've killed a man, and I don't feel bad about it. All right, I'll meet this guy down here in the field of battle. Throw some stones. Got big stones. Continue the rock fight. Oh, we've got a good astrology sign against her too. Please don't hurt me too bad. I'm so sensitive. Oh, you have so much more HP than I do? Huh. Huh, that's maybe dangerous. Okay, yeah, you can hit me for 3 damage. That's fine. Oh, 5 damage. That wasn't what the screen before said it was going to be. Okay, I really wish I had potions now. The fact that they only start the chemist with some Phoenix downs is really rough. Means I have to move to like a really awkward position. Can I attack from the water? I can. I remember not being able to do that, but sometimes you just need to level. Sometimes you need to make sure your healer's gonna level. Raising a unit's level. A unit can raise its level by earning XP in battle. Yeah, that's how XP and levels work, typically in video games. Thank you. Alright, guard my back here. Let's see what we can get with another throw stone. What we might want to do, because she can only throw stone too. I can't get... Oh no, I can't get down. That's going to be an issue. I thought I'd be able to jump down from there. Apparently, I mean, I guess you typically don't jump down from the second story of a home. You know, just onto the ground below. The hard stone. That's fair. Okay. I'll continue with the stones because we're almost done with her.
Your time is up!
And now we can rain terror from above to support our allies.
Me then.
Delita, what are you doing? He's just guarding. He went out, ran right ahead, as bold as can be. I went to go support him, and then he ran away and is hiding now. He's like actively using the defensive stance. He got so scared. That's so funny, honestly. Maybe says a little bit about his character. All right, yeah. Let's ace this schmuck. Oh, that cry was sad. That's what I noticed in the tutorial of this game too, is having the characters go like, oh god, when they die now, instead of having them actually say like human words, because they used to basically sound like Pokemon faints, right? Where they were like, kind of thing, but like digitized to the point where it didn't sound like a human at all. And that made it feel a lot less like murder than what we're doing now. But maybe that's the point, honestly. Maybe the game wants you to consult that maybe you're doing some murders to people who, I mean, they are known as the Corpse Brigade. I'm not going to say that they're, I'm not out here saying that these are the good guys. Oh, so we've got a bad astrology sign against this guy. Good to know. Nice.
Better than ever.
Bess is getting to work. The best is yet to come. That, I didn't mean it like that.
I must be decisive.
I really didn't that time. A lot of times I'm playing coy and I did mean it like that. That time I really didn't. How come he keeps on pushing me back?
What say you now?
He was just slamming me.
We will try.
Rude. He just ran away. Coward. Oh, and now he's attacking my healer. Oh no. Oh no, that's a lot of damage to my healer.
What now?
That was a lot of damage to my healer. That's no good. Okay, I need to help. I need to take this guy down ASAP. Eat rock. Get stoned.
A worthy foe.
Gosh, you really shouldn't go here and attack. You actually should. As much as I want you to get more XP, you need to run and hide.
Ready.
Hey, Delita, can you do something? No? Okay. Cool. Cool. Glad I wasn't relying on you for anything. Alright. Oh, no. If he gets another round, he might kill my healer. I gotta hope this hits.
I have you now.
There we go.
Fate is sealed.
And the problem is, she's the one with the Phoenix Downs, and the only one who can use them. So if she dies, that would be some real trouble.
On target. I've got work to do.
Alright. Let's go out this way. And she's a little too slow, unfortunately. Now you run away. Just run for your life. What Delita is doing is what you need to be doing, but you don't have that skill. You don't have the coward skill. You're too brave for this world. Dietrich versus Richard. Keeps on pushing me back. Rude boy. Alright. Luckily, she can get up in your face now. And we'll take a swing.
Was I so weak?
Yeah, apparently. Boom. Bada bing.
Why persist in such folly?
I'm a tactics master.
Honest work would see them die old in bed. Yet they choose instead this early grave.
Now think, Ramza. Why might people have to turn to a life of crime after a war that has ravaged the country instead of finding honest hard work? I know you were raised in a noble house, and so this might be a little bit difficult critical thinking for you to experience right now, but give it just 10% brain power for me, please. That's me, though. No brain power. Hey, we got a mithril knife. That's pretty good, I think, for this early in the game. Is that... I know I got the, I got, like, the digital collector's edition. And maybe I'm going to be getting some items early on in the game that are a little stronger than they should be because of that. I don't know.
Barbeneth Beowulf, a great hero who had attained the distinguished title of Knight Gallant, approached the hour of his death.
That's Pappy. The 12 months in the waning days of the 50 Years' War.
What news of the war?
Barbeneth.
The Order has struck a great blow. Limbri is ours once more.
Zalbog.
'Tis but a matter of time ere the Ordalians withdraw from Seltenia.
See, this is why I'm really glad that they introduced that new kind of encyclopedia bit to the game, because within the last sentence of this game, we have been introduced to Zalbog, who's talking about the Ordalians withdrawing from Zeltenia. This game loves its proper nouns, and so do I. I think that has shaped a lot of how I really like my fiction narrative. I love stories with factions and like capital N nouns, like proper nouns, but this one in particular can be a little tough for me to follow sometimes.
All goes as planned, Lord Father. Be not troubled.
The envoy dispatched to treat with Advocate Lenario returned this night past.
Advocate Lenario.
He has agreed to your proposal, Lord Father.
Good. Very good. Then the war will die with me.
Father.
There now, Alma. Do you want my last memory to be of your tears?
Where is that Ramza? He should be here at your side.
We're not there. For Papa.
Zalbag. Dystag. You are dear to me. But Ramza is no less so.
Even though I didn't give him a crazy complicated name, he's still important.
Though he be not the issue of the womb that bore you, my sons, still my blood courses through his veins.
So we're the bastard.
Watch after him.
We're the bastard.
Lord Father!
My bastard son!
You forget yourself, Ramza.
Yeah, okay. My bastard brothers, actually. But like the different meaning.
You have come. Good. Let me look upon your face once more.
Lord Father.
How long has it been? You've grown into a fine young man. I would hear of your studies. You've been at the academy since spring, is it? Hear me, Ramza. For generations, we Beowulfs have stood foremost of those who serve the crown. Ours is the soul of the night.
So we're from like a noble house. We're not a prince, but we're like a lord noble kind of thing. Third in line and bastard son of a noble, but still.
Become a knight worthy of your name. Tolerate no injustice. Stray not from the true path.
Accepted enough by the Lord Father in order to be considered. you know, a knight.
You will know the path you must walk. A Beowulf can walk no other.
Okay, it's really good to hear some of these words out loud, because if I was reading these out, I don't know how I would have pronounced Beowulf. It would have been embarrassing. Let me take a run at it in a way that I think I would have said reading this, and like I did when I first played it years and years ago. Beowulf. My lord Beowulf. A Beowulf can walk no other. They become like the peasants from Yes, Your Grace. So like, when you throw that many vowels in there, I don't know what to do anymore. You've lost me.
I will not fail you, father.
Your friend, Delita. He is a good boy. He is low-born, but he can serve you well. I've made arrangements for him to enter the academy. You should have seen the look on the headmaster's face.
So our dad led a lowborn into the Knights Academy, so not the worst dude in the world. At least, if you know him.
In the years ahead, you will need someone whom you can trust. You could do far worse than Delita.
And so those who remember, the tutorial of the game took place 1 year after these moments, and us and Delita, we were no longer knights, we were a common mercenary, and Delita was working for the enemy lines, essentially, of the Garland, empire. So, things happened.
As you say, father.
Take care of your sister.
Ramza, Delita, your System 32 files.
And show these brothers of yours what it is. What it is to be a knight.
Damn, imagine you're at your father's... Wow, that was... Sorry. That was a really exasperated death cry. Like a croak. Imagine you're at your father's bedside and your son says, "Get good and show your dumbass older brothers what it means to get good." You'd be like, "Damn, Dad, I'm right here. I'm right here. I can hear every single word you just said. I was here first." Yeah, that was it was a true croak. He croaked in every sense of the word. Oh. Now this is music. Now this is what I call Final Fantasy music 2025. The main menu. Pressing the little hamburger button while on the world map will open the main menu, which contains the following: your units menu, your inventory menu, the chronicle, okay, yeah, we're just gonna go to the units menu. Whoops. Yep. The unit screen. On the unit screen, move the cursor. Yeah, okay. You can examine your units. Oh, it's gonna have a lot of tutorialization because these menus are a little deep. From a unit status screen, you can equip it with weapons and armor, assign abilities, and learn new ones, or change its job. You can also create combat sets, combination of a unit's job, equipment, and abilities that can be saved and reapplied later. Ooh, that's new. Being able to, save a loadout is brand new to the Ivalice Chronicles. That's really nice. Okay, let's see. Can I hold the mithril dagger? Let me just hold that for a sec. Can I see... Okay, it doesn't give me any equipment effects. That's honestly surprising. But it can be dual weld. This can be equipped two-handed, though. Do I have a shield? No. Oh, I can't even use a shield as a squire. Of course not. You're holding your knight's shield. You're not allowed to have a shield. Okay, so the normal dagger is only 3 attack, whereas this is 4 attack, so it's just a stronger shield. And then can we... Okay, no. we can't dual wield. I think you have to be a ninja to dual wield in this game, if I'm remembering right. And that's actually our long-term goal for Ramza, is to make him into a ninja. Which, what noble knight doesn't have a ninja phase, you know? And maybe that's why he wasn't known in the history books, is because he was never seen to be recorded into the history books. Too quick. We do want him to be a squire for the time being, because that's definitely the best opening job, because you can get a cool ability. How do I set my abilities? That must be in a different menu. Yeah, that must be in a different menu to set my job skills. Okay, let's see. I wanted no, it was Bess has the 70 faith. 70 faith, I think, is the best starting level your faith can be for like a level 1 character. So Beth absolutely needs to become, and faith determines your magic ability, and you need to become a chemist in order to use faith later, or like to become like a magic user later. Learning abilities. Oh, okay, so this is where we do this. From a unit's abilities screen, you can spend that unit's job points to have it learn new abilities. Once a unit has learned an ability, it must be assigned to the unit from the status screen before it can be used or its effects can be activated. Yeah, so you can only equip basically like 2 different classes abilities for your active abilities as you're kind of like building like new skills. Auto potion is the big one that we want for these characters, because auto potion basically means you have a chance to heal yourself every time you get hit. And there are some fights we actually really want that as Ramza. We'll be a chemist for a little while later with Ramza so that he can learn that. I don't think we have any JP at the moment. Where would I see that? JP 89. So yeah, we would need quite a bit more. So let's change Bess to our chemist. Now I think our main crew at the moment will be Bess and Minerva, Damebert, and Richard. Edmund and Marone can come along later, but right now we kind of want 2 physical fellows, and 2 chemist ladies who are building up their skill sets. Let me make sure she learns potion, please. The fact that she didn't know potion right off the bat, despite being the chemist, is crazy to me. She started with Phoenix Down, which I guess is helpful to have somebody who knows Phoenix Down right away instead of having to learn it. But that's the fact that we weren't able to use potions, which was the one item, which is a very important item early on. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Bess, I think already is gonna. I'm looking at Bess's stats and I'm like, Bess is shaping up to be early game MVP magic user. If only she was a Cancer, which is what would make it extra super effective against us. She's neutral, so it's not bad. The fact that she's got like good starting stats and is neutral, we'll go with that. Okay, so I think everyone else we're good with at the moment. The thing that we want to do... Oh, we can have a little chat at Igros Castle. Oh, that's where we need to go. I see. Now there is a tavern and a shop. Settlements. Each settlement of the world offers a range of amenities. You can visit the outfitter to buy or sell equipment and items. Visit the tavern to hear the latest rumors, or the Warriors Guild to recruit new units and change the names of your party members. So if you want to get like Pokemon nicknamey with it, like in a Nuzlocke run, you can absolutely do that. It would be fun to maybe do some, maybe what I do, since I'm planning on making this a long series, maybe we do something where it's like, if you spend a certain amount of channel points, I will change one of the characters' names to, like a chatter's name. I think that'd be fun. I'll set that up for next time. If anyone wants to be Bess, you know, it's available. I'll sell naming rights, no problem. All right, let's check out the outfitter and let's get some potions.
Greetings.
Because right now,
How may I help you or catch your eye?
we don't have any potions, which is bad. Oh, we do. We have 6. We have 6 potions. Do I have to assign those to individual people, or will they just? I think they should just have, like, the ability to get the potions we have. Oh wow, and we have 10,000 starting gold. Try then buy. Before purchasing equipment, press Y to see how it will influence your unit's attributes. Oh, that's
Very
fun.
good, sir.
The ability to, like, directly see. I'm like, okay, what? Okay, they can't hold an oak staff as chemists. Sure. Oh, you probably have to be like a white mage, which is something you get later. Okay, everyone right now has kind of got the best we can get, so I'm just gonna get like 4 extra potions. So we got a nice even 10.
May I be of further assistance? Come back any.
And then let's go listen to some rumors at the local tavern. Let's see
Good
what the
day to you.
barman say.
What'll it be?
You got some rumors for me, boss? The Corpse Brigade, brigandry, is how you pronounce that word, I think, is on the rise across the land, and Galleon has by no means been spared. Wains are struck and pillaged, high-ranking officials taken at sword point. Most of the incidents of this past 6 months are believed to be the work of a company of felons and former sellswords known as the Corpse Brigade. It is oft said that the only good brigand is a dead brigand. Brigand? Yeah, brigand? Brigand. And the Order of the Northern Sky would like not more than to see the brigade of corpses for true. See the brigade made corpses for true, because they're the Corpse Brigade. But as yet, it is all the knighthood can do to keep the outlaws in check. King Ondoria III. The health of King Ondoria III has been subject of concern since his collapse at the birthday celebration of Prince Orinus. The Board of Chamberlains has since announced that the king has regained consciousness and his fever has broken, but will yet require no less than 3 weeks of quietude. Hey, what's up, fool? How you doing? What are you playing? And welcome, Raiders. Welcome. We're playing some Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Just came out today. This is a game that I loved since I was like a teenager, but I haven't played it thoroughly in like 15 years. Playing Megabonk. I have not heard of Megabonk. What's up, OT? Yeah, it's Tactics Night. Speaking of mega bonking, I got squished. I done got bonked. That is probably, Carter, we'll think of that as the late bonk for me talking about piercing males. And of course, I mean chainmail. What else could I mean? As part of the rear brigade. Megabonk is like Vampire Survivors plus Risk of Rain. Oh, I really like Vampire Survivors. I've never played Risk of Rain, but everything I've seen of it, I really dug. And I love Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors is the game that I play on airplanes. I just boot up the Steam Deck, put on Vampire Survivors, and suddenly 6 hours later, 6 hours have passed. And I've unlocked maybe 6 characters, Carter, you missed that? Yeah, it's, we're doing good here in Ivalice, which I keep on changing how I'm pronouncing the name of the country. Listen, fool, if you need to raid and run, go get some food, rest, whatever you need to do, no worries. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I'm Friday, by the way. I didn't mention that part earlier, but I am. I'm here from the far shore, a beach coast, or a moon coast, I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to play a lot of tactics games. I'm realizing the 2 games that I think might slowly become my niche because they're the most the most fun I'm having streaming are rhythm games and tactics games, or like RPGs, because Clair Obscur was a really fun series. Really enjoyed that stuff, and really enjoyed my rhythm game stream for Guitaru Man the other day. Wait, what's Shaw? Shaw? Is that... I'm assuming that's a Silk Song thing, which is a gaming blind spot for me. I do not know Hollow Knight, unfortunately. It's just, again, Yeah, exactly. Okay, I know enough to recognize the Silk song. Is that Silk? How's her song? I'm assuming her name's not Silk. But she's a spider lady? She makes the silk that she plays on a harp? I'm gonna say. Wait, her name is Hornet, but I thought she's a spider lady. Is she a hornet? Have I been misled this whole time? She's not a hornet. We'll see. You can see where I get confused. You can see how this has been misleading to me and why I wouldn't understand what her name is. I think her name is probably Silk. I think you're all playing a little funny Tuesday prank on me. A little Tuesday prank on Friday. Yeah, she does spin silk though. Okay, yeah. It all makes, it's not what hornets do, but sure. Does she also sting? I'm assuming her weapon looks like a stinger or something. Oh, trained by bees. Yes, I have definitely seen horny art of Hornet for sure. Which is crazy to me because it's a tiny character. It's just one of those things where I'm like, wow, people will really make a thirst trap over anything, huh? It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. The like art that is just like, I'm just like, I don't even follow this game. How am I getting shown this? It's nuts. We're just at the tavern now in Final Fantasy Tactics reading some rumors, cause something important to know about this game, if anyone wants to plan on playing it themselves, is there are specific side quests and unlockables. I don't even know who Chakra is, so I feel like I'm luckily naive to this whole situation. Is rumors will unlock certain side quests and sometimes even I think side characters that you can get that you wouldn't see otherwise. Is Chakra a shocker? I'm lost. I'm often lost though, so that's not on you. That's me. I'm called faulty for a reason, you know? Let's see what's going on with King. He will yet require no less than 3 weeks of quietude and bed rest in order to recover. Many speculate that it may be some months before the king resumes his official duties. However, Queen Lovira and her retainers have long been in charge of most affairs of the state, and thus few problems are anticipated during the king's absence. Yeah, I'm sure a king getting sick and his only heir being a 2-year-old child would never present any issues. I'm sure this is going to be fine. Everyone's a little faulty in their own fun way. That's, I chose it because I've got a little bit of a processor issue, if you know what I'm talking about. I've got a little bit of that ADHD's. ADHD's nuts. But it makes me say things like that because I have very poor impulse control, Forget which version, but Cloud was an unlock at one point for Tactics. Yes, Cloud is in this version as well, and they've buffed him, because the thing with Cloud is he used to be kind of bad. That's the one thing I kind of know is, like, unlocking Cloud and being like, why is he, like, weaker than basically any other character I have in this game? He certainly was, like, one of the weakest missable side characters. There's a few characters that are, like Bartz and Boko, the Chocobo, show up in this game, and you can recruit Boko to your team. You can get a Chocobo on your squad, and we will be doing everything we can to make that happen. The 50 Years' War. So here's the lore dump, right? The half-century of conflict between Ivalice and Ordalia is today known as the 50 Years' War. The beginning of the 50 Years' War can be traced to the death of Ordalia King Divan III and his failure to name a successor. His cousin, Viroy VI, I almost called him Viroy Vi, which I'm sure is what I called him when I was 15 and didn't realize that was supposed to be Roman numerals, was next in line for the throne. However, King Dinamba, this is a tough one actually. Dinamda, the AMDA, AMDA, the Dinamda is a weird sound for my mouth to make. The second of Ivalice, the uncle of Divan III, proclaimed himself the rightful heir and declared war on Ordalia. However, this was merely a pretense to justify the invasion of the neighboring Ordalian province of Zilmonia. We have got proper nouns in this video game. We have got regions and factions. Formerly an independent state, it has been annexed by Ordalia nearly a century prior. Ivalice had since been aiding the province in an effort to weaken Ordalia, though increasingly severe oppression and political purges enacted by the Ordalians stifled Zilmonia's bid to regain independence. Tired of Ordalian rule, the Zilmonian leadership and nobility secretly petitioned Ivalice to take a more direct hand at their liberation. So there's this kind of like third-party country that's been occupied. The oppression's getting worse during the occupation, and they're kind of like pleading for aid from Ivalice to come and liberate them. After a victory in Zilmonia, the Ivalician armies marched on the Ordalian capital of Viura. As fate would have it, Dinamda II succumbed to fatal illness on the road. The momentary confusion among Ivalice's troops gave Ordalia the opportunity it needed to regroup, and Varroy VI succeeded in pushing the Ivalicians back as far as Zilmonia. The resulting impasse would not be broken until the Romadan's army invasion 2 years hence. I love to say hence. Romanda, a powerful military state lying across the Rana Strait, marched on Ivalice at the behest of Varroy VI, a blood relation of the Romandan nobility. However, Dinamda II's successor, Dinamda IV, strangely not the third, was a fearless warrior, personally leading his men into battle against the combined might of Romanda and Ordalia. This, along with an outbreak of the Black Death in Romanda, forced the Romandan army to withdraw after only 3 years. Yes, if you want names to sound foreign, fill it with so many consonants. We also have moments where they're throwing every vowel in there too. You see an E, O, U, and you're like, I don't know what to do with that. I still don't know how to pronounce Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. 2 military orders worthy of particular mention in this conflict are the Order of the Northern Sky, led by the young Barbaneth Beov, that is our father, who would later claim the title of Knight Gallant, and that of the Southern Sky, led by Sidolphus Orlando, known as the Thunder God. After countless victories at home, the 2 orders had been poised to advance on Ordalia. However, the protracted conflict had begun to take its toll on domestic morale. Peasant uprisings and revolts throughout Ivalice and Ordalia forced both countries to send their troops home to pacify their own citizens, resulting in another stalemates. Vowels are overrated. Yeah, I mean, they are definitely... they're favoring consonants. That's probably from it being translated from Japanese, in which, typically has a lot of consonants, and it's only the like high English words that they're trying to get across the feeling that something's very British is when they throw in extra vowels. Vowels are also valid thing to overpack. Yeah, we'll see lots of overpacking of names here and there as we go. Hold on with me. We're almost there through the lore dump. It was Dinamba. I will never be able to. I'm gonna say Dinamba every time. Fourth's sudden death by malady that broke the stalemate. Although some claim that he was murdered, his successor, Andoria III, was ill-suited to the throne and left the governing of Ivalice to his queen and retainers. So that's like the 2-year-old who is there, I believe. Without Dinamba's IV's leadership, the armies of Ivalice had little prayer of preventing Varroy VI's successor, Prince Leonard, from defeating the troops stationed in Zilmonia and advancing into Ivalice proper. Despite the valiant efforts of the Northern and Southern Orders, Ivalice failed to repel Prince Leonard's invasion of Ziltenia. Ivalice's leaders soon began looking for peaceful alternatives. In the end, both states agreed that prolonging the war would prove mutually detrimental, and a pact was signed allowing each nation to return to addressing domestic strife. An equal peace in name, it was in reality a defeat for Ivalice. 5 beta vowels versus 21 giga consonants. See, I feel like if it's 5v21, I think it's the 5 that's giga, actually. If I had to be honest, it's like, if the 5, unless this is like a 200 situation in which it's like they're going to be overrun no matter what, or 300. What's the name of that like mid movie that Zack Snyder made? Sorry if you love 300, but that's a Goofy movie. It's not the Goofy movie starring Goofy and his son Max, but it's a Goofy movie. The economy of Ivalice was brought to the very brink of ruin as it struggled to pay reparations to its former enemies and repay the loans taken from neighboring states to fund its war effort. Soldiers returning from the front found themselves without pay, and entire orders of knights were summarily discharged from service. The swelling ranks of the unemployed did little to relieve the people's distrust of the crown and the nobility. Goofy kicks Pete into the well. That is an edit I would love to see. What are they? This is Goof Troop as he just like kicks, or he just shouts, yeah, which is kind of like a war cry if you think about it. Okay, let me do a little book report summary on what we just read because I know that was a lot. There was a third-party nation named Zelmonia that got occupied and run into the ground by Ordalia. Zelmonia then pleaded for Ivalice, the other bordering nation, to come and help liberate them from the Ordalian province, or from the Ordalian military governance, is what I meant to say. From there, we got there is a long 50-year-long war, which resulted in kind of multiple stalemates. In moments when it seemed like Ivalice was going to win, their king passed, and as well as their one of their leading military leaders, giving Ordalia a chance to come and push them back. The war then dragged out for a very long time, leading to civil unrest and protests and such in both countries, kind of protesting the war. The armies had to split and stop fighting to go handle the people at home who were angry at them. Then when they came back, it was kind of too late, and Ivalice had lost so much ground that they couldn't mount a second comeback without basically running their economy into the ground, which they did for a little bit. And then even when they lost the war, it's not like the economy had improved. So they were technically trying to liberate a kind of independent country, got beat, and then forced to retreat and pay reparations, tanking their economy, is like a little summary here. And now there's a bunch of soldiers from the war who are completely unemployed, and all they've known for the past 50 years is war.
Anything else I can help you with?
So I wonder why the Corpse Brigade might have formed.
Come back soon now.
And Rams is right. I'm sure that if they could just get an honest, real job, just working the fields or such that there are no longer any of, that would keep them housed and fed, says the bastard son of a noble lord. Battle. Mandalia Plain. I love this music. The Ivalice soundtrack is just iconic to me. Place up to 4 units. So sometimes you get very few units to fight alongside. Let's see. We don't even see the enemy here, which is interesting. Usually you can see the enemy placement. Okay. So if we've only got 2, if we've only got 4, we're definitely going to need, we're going to bring the Bess around.
Nothing can stop me.
Bess around, don't mess around. And then we'll bring in, okay, Dimebird's bravery is pretty good at 65. That's the stat that affects your physical attack. 58 is not very strong. I think we'll be able to maybe replace Richard later. Oh, that's the other thing we should have done, actually, is stack our cast. Faith 64 is also good. So we'll have 2 soldiers, 2 chemists in here.
It's time.
And they'll just use potions even if we don't need to, because that's the name of the game right now. Oh, this is a lot of fellas. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What do we do with him?
He's a highwayman. He makes ends meet.
What do you think we do with him?
I love these accents.
Your luck's run out, knave. If ever you had any.
Damn. I gotta start calling people knave as an insult. That's a classic. That would hurt.
Blast! One of the Order's patrols.
If somebody called me a knave, I'd be thinking about that for weeks.
The Corpse Brigade. And they've a hostage in their midst.
1. Our first duty is to defeat the brigade. We must rescue their captive. We must rescue their captive.
We must rescue their captive. To do less would be unbecoming of men of the Order.
This is who Ramza believes he is, right? Ramza fully believes himself the hero. Shulk wishes he was Ramza, honestly. And I will switch between Ramza and Ramza, just like I switch between Ivalice and Ivalice. It's... what I originally thought it was is very different than what I'm hearing every single YouTuber and, like, video say. And so my choice really, it'll vary. Yeah, the voice acting has been good so far. It's just the Monado's power. Yeah, the voice acting, Ramza's voice actor I like in particular so far. I think the Ramza voice is a good choice and a good fit. Objective. So I think what we would have said would have actually defined our objective. Oh, I didn't save.
Reinforcements. And none too soon.
That's a scrub maneuver. That's honestly fully on me. In this game, you need to save between every time you're moving on the map and in a different slot. You need to save a lot in this game. Oh, luckily he's at full health, despite the fact that he was on his knees earlier and looked hurt. Special units. You will occasionally be joined in battle by special units, who act of their own accord and cannot be given instruction. As the main story progresses, these special units may join your party for a time as guests, in which you rob them blind of all of their good equipment, because when they leave, you'll lose that equipment. And you want the good sword that they have, and the better armor. Furthermore, oh, was that a specific person? Were you asking if that's actually Shulk's voice actor? I didn't realize that that's what you meant. I thought you meant like from a character design perspective, because Ramza has a bit of the Shulk hair thing going on, or I should say Shulk has a bit more of the Ramza hair thing going on. Oh, see, I don't know Xenoblade 3. Interesting. Xenoblade is another RPG blind spot for me, actually. I'll say the objectification of women as swords kind of threw me off a little bit in that one, but, you know. But if it's it could be one of those things where it's like if you're willing to get over that one bit, it's stellar. I totally understand that sometimes that happens.
Not a chance.
All right. Oh, of course the enemy's going first, but luckily, dude seems strong. Fella and friend here seems pretty sweet. That's Xenoblade 2. Okay, Xenoblade.
My turn.
See, I don't even know enough about Xenoblade to know which one the women's swords are. Auto battle? I will never, sir. No. Gross. I also don't think that's a good idea. For me at this point in the game. Alright. Chant. I can't. It's always tough when you don't have the ability to, throw a stone just yet, because you really want that in order for, to be able to hit ranged attacks early. We'll get that soon, though. And sometimes you don't want to overextend, because actually, like, they can only go so far to use their items and stuff. So it is helpful to be able to not overextend how far you're running, so that your healers can kind of like stay grouped with you, as it were. Let's see. I will, however, see if I can get over here with this guy, because he can throw stone. Oh, we can just get this guy. Oh no, but that's... Well, we will not hit target. Let's try hitting anyway and see if we get JP, even though they tell us it won't hit. Xenoblade thing of romancing weapons seemed weird as heck. Have yet to sit down with Xenoblade. Yeah, I hear good things too. That's the thing. And I hear good things from people that I really... Okay, we did not get JP for just throwing a stone for no reason. That's fair. I've heard really good things about Xenoblades from people whose like video game opinions I really respect. And so that's what confuses me. I'm like, it looks like the kind of JRPG that I wouldn't be into, but maybe there's something hidden under the surface there.
Doesn't look good.
Stop trying to hit that guy. He's my friend. Argath? Argath's my homie. No. Argath, run away.
About time.
This is the funny thing about this game too, is your enemy can level up. Like the people who are fighting you are also getting stronger over the course of a battle as they do things. And I think that's hilarious. All right, Argath, do work. Throw stone. Yeah, crumple that man. David and Goliath style. Pebble to the forehead. Hey, no, don't you do that. Don't you do that, sir. Rude. We get to do the funny move, not you. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. 15 damage. Are you sure? Yikes. Hey, Argath, can you come back here, please? So that we can kind of all work together?
Do I look stronger?
I got potions back here.
It's time.
I feel like that might help. Okay, who's going after us? Oh, the healer is. Perfect. Yeah, 95% chance to do 20 damage, or if I move... So here's what I was talking about positioning matters. If I move and hit the side, I have 100% chance to do 20 damage. And I think if I hit from the back, not only would I have been able to do, have 100% chance, but I would have done more damage as well.
You fight well.
And so I need to make sure that no one can attack me from the back.
I won't lose.
Oh no, but now I'm too far away to heal him. I was a rube. I'll just attack anyway. Attack with the chemist.
Never stood a chance.
Yeah.
Lost.
See, I knew Bess was going to do work. Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Alright, you're going to go over this way, and you're going to heal Argath once we catch up to him, in hopes that he survives.
Ready.
Okay, I thought one of the things that they were going to change about this game is the fact that Delita acts like a coward. Yeah, she doesn't make things a mess. I mean, she does when she clubbed this man in the head, but, you know, that's the mess we want. It's the best mess. I really thought that they were going to change Delita's AI, because Delita's AI is kind of famous for doing exactly what he did, which is running away into the corner and hiding. He took the dodge action while he's over here out of range of literally anyone. And it's because if he dies, the story literally can't work or function. But they make his AI so cowardly that you're like, really? This is the supposed hero of legend and history books? Maybe that's intentional, you know? All right. Danielle! His name is spelled like the word yell, which is, that's delightful. I love the names in this game. Let's take on Danielle. And then I will need my... Argath, you gotta come back. You gotta come back. Oh, no. Okay. This is... We're in the danger zone. That's a lot of damage.
Where to?
Dan's a shouty boy. Oh, yes. Okay. We are in range of Argath. Phenomenal. Use a potion, please. Potion this man. He's our friend. We need to save him. I assume.
Thoughtful.
Heroic cowardice. The most famous coward of all time. There's got to be like a history's coward, right? I don't know who we would give that title to as like a, you know, but I'm sure like if you ask some military historian, they would know who history's coward is.
My turn.
Yeah, smack him in the back. The rear guard. The rear guard rides again.
Damn you.
Okay, but stop, because I'm so hurt.
Done it all.
Because I'm so
To
hurt.
victory! Let's get this over with.
If he throws stone at me, I'm in trouble.
I must press on.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so hurt. I'm so glad that Bess moves right after me. Okay, I'm just gonna stay here so that I'm sure Bess can reach. So I'm so hurt. William Hull or Mussolini? Okay, I don't know. History was my worst subject. And that's probably because I grew up on like a different planet. And so like, you know, American history is not exactly the history that I'm the most familiar with. If we want to talk about the history of the Far Shore, I can go into that. The settling of the steadies and all of that. I've got lore. I've got lore and history. For, you know, the moon coast that I live on. But American history, oh, we only get so many textbooks over here. You know, it's privileged information. History has many cowards. It is all dependent on the time you want to pull from. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm sure that there is... I mean, life is filled with cowards, right? So you gotta imagine some of them were in charge at some point. I mean... I'm not gonna say anything, but you know. The thing is, in school, I know lots of people had like bad math teachers or bad, yes, there's some very modern examples. That's what we'll say.
I'll show him.
I know lots of people had mean math and science teachers who made those classes not fun for them. My history teacher was like an actual menace. Like, I have some stories that I'm like, I'm not sure I should share these, but he would like, yeah, he was like a 9/11 truther, so that's kind of like who I was dealing with in AP US history. The kind of person who would put on a YouTube video about how metal doesn't melt steel beams.
Leave it to me.
Yes, US history teachers can't melt steel beams. It truly is like, I learned that like unironically in high school English and was like, or high school AP US history. And I'm like, I don't know enough. I recognized at that time, I'm like, I'm too dumb to fully prove or disprove any of this. And so I'm going to leave my opinion for smarter people. Francesco Schettino sounds like a fake name. That sounds like the man who invented Fresca and then as like a diuretic. Francesco Schettino. Like, he developed a grapefruit soda that makes you poop. We want to go with US. Some Union generals were considered cowards compared to the Confederacy due to inaction. I can see that, where it's like inaction of like not pursuing like every like advantage or like pressing every like victory into enemy grounds. Okay.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I'm not a historian in any stretch of the imagination. Oh no, I left my water. I left my water far away from my desk.
I will prevail.
Yeah, history was rough for me. I was really good at math, really good at art. Those were like the two things that it's like were the classes that I then focused in the most. My science teachers were like okay. I did okay at science, but I was never a chemistry. I was really bad at. But I went to like an art magnet school that was like around, and so it was like it was a public school that you had to like apply to get into that gave you more kind of like electives and stuff, but because it was like arts and performance and stuff like focused,
My turn.
we had the teachers who yeah, art magnet, exactly. It was one of those big rainbow unicorn magnets, and when they stuck it next to my head, it fried my hard drive. Chitino was a cruise ship captain who abandoned ship after it ran aground, leaving his passengers behind in danger. Wow. That is terribly cowardly. Oh my goodness. OT, you'd go back to college, you'd make your major and go into teaching. Oh, cool. Nice. I mean, it's very important. What they say about, learning from history to not repeat it, I think is very true. I think, you look around today and you see a lot of people who maybe didn't learn from about 100 years ago, And some time before then as well, maybe another 80 years before then. They got this lion. Look at this weird little like bunny wolf mess store. You can get classes that can recruit the animals if you get them like low enough health, which is pretty fun. There's like certain things that you can do in order to like get rare items and stuff that you can only get through certain animals. And the game calls it, I don't know if this game calls it this, but the original game called it this. You can poach animals in this game, and it is one of the ways to get rare equipment that you can't get any other way. So there might be some light animal poaching in later streams. Just so light, just the tiniest amount, just for the equipment. As long as, they drop the items that we need on the first try, and then maybe a little bit more than that. I don't think I can throw through this rock. Despite it looking like I kind of have a line of sight, I don't think this counts. Will not hit target. Okay, so here's a thing that you do sometimes in this game that's very funny, which is friendly fire to get experience. You get experience for hitting your own team, even if you shouldn't. And so it's a thing that people do where they just use throw stone to gain XP on their soldiers early on in the game when you aren't close enough to actually attack an enemy. So, Delita, that's for you. Oh, okay, it didn't even hit, so didn't count.
I've got work to do.
Oh, yeah, see, Blaze, I don't have any, backstory on that, but it makes a lot of sense that it would change your perspective on all of that. We probably shouldn't get too deep into actual real-life wars, even though, war is very much, the topic of this game. It's just one of those things of, I don't know enough about it to talk about it intelligently, and because of that, I'd probably rather not talk about it on stream. It's one of those things where I'm like, that's super out of my realm of knowledge, and so I won't, I'm just gonna call it, Where I'm like, I would rather say nothing than make an absolute idiot of myself. Because it's one of those things I'd like to do, Yeah, war bad, I think we can all agree. Even though Gundam is WoW Cool Robot, it also war bad. And same with Final Fantasy Tactics. Tactics came fun, war still bad. WoW Cool Robot teach me war bad too. It's true. Before Gundam, I actually think I learned that probably from Robotech. Robotech was my first giant robot anime. Because my,
Victory is mine.
No, Blaze, you're all good. It's just one of those things where I'm like, oh, we probably shouldn't go further. All this history is interesting, but I'm just like, I don't know enough to carry an intelligent conversation about it.
Are you all right?
At least while I'm also playing a game at the same time. War, bad, furry, animal, good things. Pokemon. I mean, yeah, Pokemon also, taught me at an early age, what racism really was, in a real way, where it's, Mewtwo talking about, it doesn't matter about, the status of your birth that matters. It's about what you do with the life that you're given that defines you. I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. It's your, that was early existentialism in Friday life, and forming Friday ideology. I think that does not get enough credit for actually, having some a really solid lesson early on, especially as a person who grew up in a very like non-diverse like suburb, you know? Like that was very helpful for me to be like, see those ideas applied beyond just like just, you know, the depiction of cartoonish over the top racism. And it's like, well, yeah, obviously that's bad. I don't like bullies either, but understanding where that stems from and stuff, you're just like, oh, okay. Like, yeah. And then, but seeing it applied and see someone like Mewtwo come to the realization of all of that is like cathartic in a way where you're like, oh, this is a person who believed one thing and had their viewpoint changed thoroughly. And I think that's really valid to teach and important to teach children is like, hey, you can be wrong and do bad things and then come to terms with the fact that you were wrong in doing bad things. And it's better to realize that, come to terms with it and own that rather than putting your head in the sand forever and pretend that just dig yourself deeper and deeper into the hole that you've dug yourself. Learned all your morals from Pokemon and Spider-Man. Fools, I think you mean all your morales from Spider-Man?
I'll be fine. It is for the Marquis's safety, I fear.
That's not how you spell that, or pronounce that word, right? It's Marquis, right? Marquis? Not Marquis?
The Marquis? The Marquis Elmdor de Limbri was here.
That's not how you say that word. I'm 90% sure that that word is supposed to be the Marquis. Unless it's like the English pronunciation of the French word?
The very same. And to whom do I owe my gratitude?
Yeah, they're very British. Yeah, the growth that it shows is very important. Totally agree. And yeah, Carter, I missed your message earlier, but yeah, war in games, fun, and you know, big like, wow, look at this in action. War in real life. No. Could we not, actually?
We are Knights Apprentice from the Academy at Garreland.
Could we not have the military occupation of, you know, independent countries, no matter who people think their land belongs to, is what I'll say on the matter.
We may be able to help you, but first I would hear more.
Absolutely, Bess was the greatest contribution. I think we'll be seeing that a lot. I think Bess is going to be showing up as greatest contribution a lot on the screen. Bess the best, 100%.
My name is Argath, a knight in His Excellency the Marquis Elmdor de Limbri's household.
These names are so made up. I mean, I know that they're made up because it's fiction, but Marquis Elmdor de Limbri. And you're telling me that's Delimbury, not Delimberry? It's Delimberry. Oh, Bess is absolutely going into White Mage. Honestly, maybe Black Mage because of, like, the high faith. Though high faith also means she takes more magic damage, which is rough. So maybe we do want her very back line.
Well, truth be told, I am a knight apprentice like you.
Oh, okay, so why were you putting on a front, huh?
A fellow knight in training, then. I am Ramza Beowulf.
Beowulf.
And this is Delita Hyrule, my trusted friend.
They wanted to name him Beowulf. I feel so certain about that. It's so close to being Beowulf, and yet it's not. But the word, the way that they pronounce it, it's nearly there.
Beowulf?
Beowulf. He said Beowulf.
You're not of the Beowulfs of the Order of the Northern Sky, are you?
Okay, yeah. De was the noble noble honorific in some French areas. So the Marquis, so they are just saying the word Marquis wrong. Okay.
What fantastic luck. A blessing in the midst of disaster.
What's the disaster?
What? The Order can help me rescue the Marquis. It must.
Lunges forward, takes my hand, kisses it, staring me in the eyes.
The Marquis is held captive.
The Corpse Brigade captured him, yes, but he still lives. We must act quickly. Should he be killed, I will lose everything. You simply must help me, please. I beg you.
trying to step away and the guy you're just like dragging him as he holds onto your hand is very good.
Calm yourself. Who's to say your Marquis is to be killed anyway?
I can't wait until we're past this chapter and they're no longer saying the word Marquis.
The Corpse Brigade would not take a man alive save there were value in keeping him so. Of that, you can be sure.
There's little we alone can do against their main host in any case. If the Marquis has been taken hostage, Egros will be in an uproar. You can be sure of that, too.
Egros.
Then before all else, we will report into Egros. Are we agreed?
The French student in you is cringing at how they say some of those. Yeah, it's... The Marquis is tough. That's a tough one to swallow. Somebody in the room had to be like...
Agreed.
We all know that that's not
We'll
how it's said, right? And then probably the voice director... Like, if I had to guess, the voice director at some point was like, well, we've already fully recorded 3 of the characters saying it like this, so now we just have to keep it... Now we just have to keep it consistent in universe. That's how it's said in England, really.
Lead the way.
That's funny. English mispronounces French words on purpose. I mean, I knew that they had beef, but damn, that's honestly brutal. It's hilarious, but brutal. Okay, so here's the thing. Where's our guest? RB. Oh, wrong one. Wrong RB. That was RT.
Need something?
Now...
Yes? Making
See,
preparation.
he's got longsword.
Need something? Yes?
And let's look at the stats of longsword. See, longsword better. Longsword better than broadsword. I don't know why I sounded like Yoda right then, but the fun little thing that we do is we drop him and we give him a little broadsword. And then we go back to Ramza. And he's got battle boots? I am taking your shoes. You ever just make a friend and take his sword and shoes?
Yes?
Ramza has. He said yes. Then we give him the long sword. And he's already got battle boots. Who are we giving battle boots to? I think we're giving Bess some battle boots. She earned them after this. What does this do? It'll make her speed go up, which having a chemist speed go up so that they can reach people faster is really good. RPG relationship, it definitely is. Of like, hey, you're new here? Well, give me your stuff. Take off your shoes. Bess needs new ones. She saved you, so I think you at least owe her your shoes. Give her the shoes off your feet. No, you're not getting new ones. Look at Richard. He doesn't even have shoes. Okay? So, you know, you can handle that too. Okay, let's see. The thing I need to do, because we'll have a battle, I think, as soon as we go to Egros. Thing I need to actually do is we'll go to the City of Garland, and we're going to go to the Warriors Guild. There's like a thing here that we need to do, which is we are going to get some new party members because we're looking for some vibes. We're going to go on a kind of Warrior Guild dating app and start asking everyone what their sign is and if we think that they're brave or faithful. You don't need new shoes, whatever your name is. Yeah, it's true. That is the relationship with new people. We're gonna kiss some warriors. We're kind of on warrior speed date is what we're gonna do right now, because what we're looking for is here, wait, I'm gonna have to tab out for a second so the music might stop, but I've got a little oh no, look, it seems like it's still going. That's great. I've got a little astrological compatibility chart going, because this is a game where that matters, which is very funny. And this is a part of the game that I did not interact with at all when I played it as a teenager, so you don't need to, but it is going to make certain fights early on in the game where you don't have some of the better abilities, going to make that a lot more manageable. So the thing that we're looking for is we're looking for cancerous women, which sounds bad, but it's women who are cancers. We're looking for, and then we're looking for, yes, crab women. Exactly. Thank you, fools. And then we're looking for Virgos and Taurus for men and women as well. Either gender can be Taurus and Virgo, and I've got the little signs here. The thing is, we don't want Capricorn, or not Capricorn, we don't want crab men. Yeah, I was like, women who are like, yeah, Cancer, it's like, calling women a Cancer feels wrong. That's not what I'm trying to like get across. So we're gonna look at some Warriors Guild stuff, and
greetings.
We're gonna recruit.
In need of a soldier for hire?
Matchmaker tactics. Guess we were playing Fire Emblem, where you breed your friends. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I love Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm very excited. As I'm talking about becoming like a rhythm and tactics game, like streamer, along with art, obviously, but the new Fire Emblem is definitely going to be a game that we play on stream. Absolutely. I'm such a fan of that series. Been playing it since the Game Boy Advance Sacred Stones, so it's right up there with Tactics for me, of like, of Final Fantasy Tactics as games I love. So let's recruit. Who we got? We need. Oh hey, we need Ulrich. Wait, no, that's a Virgo. Oh my gosh. Wait, some of these are really confusing. Oh wait, no, Virgo is good. So we want Virgo and Taurus for men. So this one is good, and he's got 60 bravery, which is not great. Let's look and Taurus. I think this is Taurus. Yeah, this is good. Bravery 60, again, not great on the brave stat. Could be worse. 42. We're seeing some real cowards over here. Only Awakening and way too many Fates games. Okay, I think Awakening is definitely like the main one, and then the Fates games. 3 Houses, you have like a little bit of like, but you aren't having children. The thing is, in Awakening and Fates, there's like time stuff that happens where it's like your children come and hang out. Ooh, wait, Nicia is a crab woman. Fantastic. So we've got, she doesn't have great, and we don't want him. We don't want, oh, and she's 57 faith, 52 faith, and then a great match versus your unpopular Fire Emblem opinions, your love Fates. I only played one storyline of Fates and then got kind of burnt out as I tried to start a second one. That was my experience with Fates. Maybe it would be a fun thing to go back and play that if we're ever looking for something to play. I've got so many games that I say that about, so probably not, but you know. A lot of people really hated Corrin. It's true. I think a lot of people really hated Corrin because of their inclusion into Smash Bros, which is just like, it was just one of those things where it was like, really, do we need another, like, not even major character of, I mean, it's the main character of Fates, but did not feel like an iconic character in the same way that like Robin arguably did, and certainly Marth and Roy. It's like, oh, do we need more? I like Ike. It's a great chant. It worked for a president for a reason. Okay, so we want Nicia.
So, you'll hire this sellsword for the agreed fee?
What's the agreed fee? It's 1,500. Yeah, we'll
do well together.
Okay.
Let me know if you need all else.
Yeah. Oh wait, we could
needs?
only choose one of those people. Okay, no, it's the same list. Good. I thought it was gonna refresh. Okay, I think the other thing that we want is, honestly, we probably want Ulrich and Benedict, because I think they're both going to be better than the guys that we have right now. I think I might have Sacred Stones on the Fire Emblem Retro wheel. The only problem with the Wheel of Retro is that everything's only planned to be for one session. We could play like 4 hours of it, but that's a little difficult to like get into the meat of a long tactics game like that. Which is why I don't have many RPGs on the wheel, as much as I love RPGs. Femme Corrin gets some really good character bits in Fates. Male Corrin is kind of stale cornbread. That was a lot of what I felt. I felt like Robin in Awakening had a lot of like fun dynamics with like Crom, and then later like Marth and Lucilla? Something like Lucinda? But I never got kind of femme shep versus male shep in Mass Effect. Yeah, that makes sense. That's interesting though. It's very fascinating to think of like how I can imagine how being like a different gender in that game, because so much of that game is like
for the great fate.
romance of like your step siblings, which also felt a little strange.
Fair fortunes to you both. Is there aught else? What sort of
Okay, I
recruit
think
are
the
you
other one we
looking
want
for?
is Ulrich. Right? That's a Virgo, and that's good compatibility for us. See, I played as
You'll
male
hardly
chef.
sell sword for the great fate.
A
perfect fit, I'm sure.
Honestly, same OT Blaze. I play the male shep for the Tally relationship.
Let me know if
Absolutely.
you need all else. Your patronage is appreciated.
Yeah, you know, it takes 3 games to romance her in Mass Effect, but it's a fun storyline. Okay, so we've got. I'm gonna move these around a little bit.
You want something?
Can I? How do I picked one up earlier. Yes. Okay. Move aside, Dame Bert. Bess is here. Now we want Nisia. We want Benedict. And we want Ulrich. So this is going to be our main squad. You really want 5, maybe 6. And so I think our 6th... Do any of them have bad compatibility with us? We don't want to work with Libras or Aries. Oh, Edmund, you Aries.
Aye.
Can I dismiss? I can. Is that this button? Wait, actually, let me take everything off of him. Give me all your clothing, and then walk the plank, Edmund.
Huh.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, it's funny that Minerva is level 2, and we probably won't use her that much. But, you know, sometimes it's helpful to have more than max characters, because there are side quests that you send people out on in order to... that are kind of like dispatch missions where you can't use them while they're out on that mission. And sometimes the timeline is like, hey, you have to do 3 battles without this person around, essentially, for the mission to go through. And so it can be good to have people, even if they're not going to be in your primary party. Banished to the streets in the nude. Yeah, and I just don't understand why people are joining this gang of these corpse thugs. What are we calling them? The corpse brigade. You know, they should just go get real jobs after I kicked them out of my battle party, and left them nude in the street alone in the magic city of Garyland. Okay, the thing I'm gonna do now is remember to save. That's the thing. Thanks. I don't really need Garyland. It's everyone's favorite, like, Disneyland, but it's just about the guy named Gary. He's just kind of like a middle-aged businessman. He's, you know, just don't talk to him about politics. The land where everyone is named Gary. I was thinking it's like you have a Mickey Mouse-esque figure who everyone is obsessed with, but it's just a dude named Gary. And everyone's wearing like Gary hats. Okay. Beyond the world of Garyland. This game also sometimes has random battles, so we'll see if we ever run into that.
I hear you were decorated
music.
for your first victory, Ramza.
Talking with my older brother.
They sing your praise from on high. You do.
I am glad.
Accidentally thumbed through. Dude that spends far too much time at the laundromat. That's Gary. He spends too much time at the laundromat. He's got to get his white shirts so crisp. You don't understand. Who would win in a fight, Gary or Bess? Oh, Bess would make mincemeat out of Gary. Bess would just... yeah, of course Bess would win.
Oh? You would not seem it.
Is the new emote I'm gonna actually make just called... It's gonna be called, like, The Bess. And it's just gonna be an emote of, like, Bess bonking someone over the head with a staff. Like, cudgeling someone. It's not even... She's not even healing in it.
I am. Forgive me. Your words do me far more honor than I have done you.
Or just animated text that just says, The Bess. Like simply the Bess?
No doubt word has already reached you, but the Marquis de Limbre's carriage was waylaid, and the Marquis taken.
You can tell in this scene, Ramza's trying to say Marquis the right way. He's adding that S on there begrudgingly. The name like Bess, they are gonna swing with the wrath of an Irish wife.
What have you in mind to do?
I have already asked Zalbarg to dispatch a squad in pursuit.
I'll take your word on that, Blaze. Ben Star, I see. Oh, is Ben Star Dicedarg? Which, what a name, Dicedarg. Oh, how do you even pronounce that? It's gotta be Dicedarg, right? I'll listen to Ramza try and say it again, but
These brigands must eventually come forth to demand ransom. That is assuming the Marquis yet lives.
I beg of you, Count Beowulf, lend me 100 men that I might hunt the Horsens down.
whoa, Argith. Oh, buddy, you're at like 11 right now. Let's bring it down to a 6, okay? Okay? Let's, Dicedarg agrees. Yeah, Coach Carter, you're describing Delita so far. The way that Delita's behaved.
Please, my lord, grant me the means to avenge my fallen friends.
Delita's a real Gary, is what we're learning. The king from One Punch, yeah.
Mayhap your ears fail you. I said that a squad is to be dispatched. You are not a man of Gallione. Leave her affairs to those of us who are.
Damn. I mean, Dicedarg, you could let him go along.
But, my lord...
I mean, I get that he was at an 11 when he should have been at a 6, but you can still let him go avenge his friends. You know, if anything, he'll take like a fatal blow for one of your men, thinking that it's a noble sacrifice in vengeance,
Do
you
not
know?
assume to beg favors of me.
Execute him on the spot.
Let me remind you, Argath, lest you forget your place. You are but another sword.
And look at
not
his
yet even knighted.
Look at his fancy boy hair, right? Like, you know that he's teacher's petting for sure, and thinks that he can get away with doing more. He was like top of the class at his Knights Academy. Oh no, execute Order 66. I mean, listen. There's stuff in this game.
Remain here at Igros and serve among the castle guard.
Not to spoil anything. It's not Order 66, but there is stuff. There's interesting twists and turns. Maybe even saying that is a spoiler. I mean, we know that we and Delita end up on opposite sides of the conflict at some point. That's how the tutorial begins. What are you gonna do, Argath? Cry?
You needn't worry.
Just start bullying him, poor kid.
To visit these walls.
Like, I know he's like a whiny little like 17-year-old, you know, who's very much acting like asking, do you know who do you know who my father is? To like the literal noble here, and it's like, do you know who my father is? They're having dad combat.
My own house was once respected as highly as House Beowulf, you know?
See, it's 100% do you know who my father is energy. Or I guess in this case, maybe do you know who my grandpa is? We'll see.
At least,
yep.
Until my grandfather was captured during the war, after his fortress was overrun.
Okay, maybe actually it's please don't know who my grandfather is. My grandfather, historical coward.
In hopes of saving his own hide, he divulged intelligence about our forces. Positions, numbers, supply routes, whatever it took, he rendered up to the enemy. He turned traitor, thinking to buy his freedom with the lives of his friends.
Damn, that's rough, bro. But like, I mean, throwing your life away to try and prove that you're better than your grandpa isn't the answer.
But his freedom scarce outlived his honor. He was not a dozen paces out of the gate when the dagger found his back, killed by some common squire, no more a knight than I.
Pretty sure Mussolini did do what Argath is saying. I mean, I think they have said that a lot of this stuff is inspired by, you know, actual historical wars and stuff. Like, they're very much inspired by real history to come up with, like, the kind of, like, conflict dynamics. And the writer has said, because he's like, if you want to create an interesting story where factions are like where multiple factions are in play, all you have to do for inspiration is turn to a history book. Like, he's very much been like, oh yeah, no, I'm pulling from lots of different... He's like, it's not a reference to one particular conflict. It is very much like inspired by an amalgamation. Like different characters have, kind of their stories inspired by different conflicts in history.
One of his supposed comrades spread word of his misdeeds. My Lord Father would have none of it, of course. But he was the only one. Our bannerman deserted us. Our reputation ruined.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like for good reason. Trust takes a century to build and a second to break.
Your lord brother has no reason to lend ear to pleas from the likes of me.
Man can't even skip a rock. Damn fool dragon. We are brutalizing this nerd. This grandpa's traitorous fool nerd. Not you, fool. Tietra? Tietra.
Alma! Zalbog!
Blaze, the Argath basically described his grandpa, like the reason that he's so dishonored is because back in the 50 Years' War, his grandpa basically went through exactly what apparently happened to Mussolini, where he was captured and basically gave up every little detail of his army's information in order to be able to survive, and then was still killed. But basically gave away to his craven behavior to try and make a deal for his life when he was taken captured. Alma nuts. I don't... Oh.
Ramza,
you got me, coach. You got... I didn't know that one. That's pretty good.
It has been some time, hasn't it, Zalbog?
I heard about Garland. They say you made short work of those brigands. Now you've truly the right to call yourself a Beowulf. Father would be proud.
Nice. Okay. Earning a little bit of brother's respect. I'll take it.
Lord Brother.
Lord Brother? Oh, is he the oldest?
You certainly haven't changed. Gods forbid you show a bit of cheer on being praised.
Zalbog.
And you, Delita, do not think word of your deeds escapes our ears. Your sister's been so full of pride I quite fear she might burst.
Worry not, my seams have held. Glad to see you looking so well, Delita.
And are you? Have you settled in at school?
Yes, the others have all been quite kind to me.
So, both Delita was allowed to join the Royal Academy despite being royal-born, and Tietra, it seems like, was brought into the family fold as well, kind of as our father's dying wish.
Would that we could speak at greater leisure, but there are duties that require my attendance. Rogues do not catch themselves.
No, they deliberately try and avoid that, typically.
I understand. Good luck.
They do the opposite. That's, I guess, why you have a job at all, actually.
Oh, we received a note of ransom from the Corpse Brigade.
Yeah, some real pride. Yeah, she seemed very mellow, actually.
What?
Little tsundere.
Something about it sits unwell with me. They are anarchists, to be sure, bent on bringing down the aristocracy.
Okay, but Zalbog, you tell me what you think an anarchist actually is and what you think that means.
But they fancy themselves righteous and prey only on the nobility and those in our employ. Indeed, when they took hostages in the past, they demanded only in exchange for their captured brethren. Would such as they truly kidnap the Marquis for want of coin?
Why wouldn't they? They're naught but common footpads. What would they know of honor?
Oh, Argath.
One of the men I dispatched to watch them has not returned. I suspect he learned something of import and was caught for it. However, there are those who do not think some mere spy worth a search party's efforts.
We're getting a secret job from our brother.
Where was he last known to be?
In Daughter, a merchant city east of Galleon. Guarding a castle grows dreadfully dull. Wouldn't you agree?
Secret job.
Forgive us, Tetra. It seems we must be leaving sooner than we had planned.
Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
Yeah, that's funny. Her voice, I feel like, is not what I had imagined when I first played the game.
I will. Mind your studies. I'll be back before you've even noticed I'm gone. Let's be on our way.
Tetra puts on a brave face, but the truth is not as honeyed as her words.
Her words were fairly mellow. I wouldn't describe them as honeyed, but...
What do you mean?
Oh, about the friends at
She
school?
has a hard time of it at school.
Mm.
The others tease her for being lowborn. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sure you have worries enough of your own.
What am I gonna do about that? Attack the school? Like, what?
Tetra will be all right. I'm here to look after her.
Then there is naught to worry about. But mind your own limits. You can't be responsible for everything.
Says the brother who never fails to do any and all that is expected of him.
Damn, got him.
Unless you forget, I'm no less a Beowulf than you. It'll take more than a few mean-spirited school peers to get the better of me. But please, don't lose sight of yourself, Ramza. You needn't let your life be ruled by the fact you were born a Beowulf.
I wonder if that's gonna come up at all.
Now you're starting to sound like Mother.
Yeah, thanks for the random stress. Truly, it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna dump on you a little bit. You have no power to change any of this, so have fun. It's your problem now. I mean, I suppose it's good to know, like, maybe I could talk to Delita, but why would I tell Delita that so then he would just worry?
Ramza.
I wonder if the fact that we were born both of the noble and of the common world is gonna have any role in the story. Probably not. Probably unrelated. Time. Oh, okay. So I think there are random fights, but there might not be random fights right now. Ooh, it did say new stock. Let's take a look.
After all,
What
in
you got?
particular.
You got longsword? Well, I already got one of those. Crossbow. Is that for archers? Who can learn crossbow? I wonder. Eligible jobs archer. We'll get one because we'll probably have someone become an archer down the line. Prince in a Pauper storyline. Maybe, you know. Oh, in the beginning, we did kind of straight up. We said, "I'm no longer a noble, just a simple sellsword." So, who knows? Maybe that could come up at some point. Okay, we have to be a knight if we want to wield shields. So we probably shouldn't worry about that too much just yet. This is all knight stuff that we can't use yet. Gosh, it'd be good to have it, though, for when we are knights. But the thing is, we actually don't want to be knights for... There's still a bit we want to do. Oh, the battle boots. This is what we want to spend our money on. Giving people +1 movement is so clutch early on. Just giving people speed and the ability to move. We have 2 right now, and we usually, I think in big story battles, we have a team of 6. So I'm going to get 4 more, spending most of my money on shoes.
I await your next
You know?
visit.
Sometimes you just got to go shoe shopping. It's the time. What's the tavern? Any more rumors? Nah.
Anything else I can help you with? Come back soon.
Okay. Let's lace up everybody.
Me?
Oh yeah, Nicia, we also have to change your job. I don't want you to be a squire. You're going to be a chemist as well. Oh, actually, wait. Do you have the ability to learn the good squire ability of focus? No, wait, not focus. It's JP boost is the ability we want for everyone at some point. So we'll keep Nicia a squire for right now and keep just a single healer kind of in the squad. Because JP boost is basically, hey, you get extra XP for every action in the entire game. It's incredibly helpful to have early on. We have enough to learn it, which is good. The other big one that we want to make sure everyone gets is focus. Focus is like a really strong ability that just lets you make sure that you're taking an action every single turn. Honestly, that's maybe what I should have gone with first, but yeah. Let's see. Okay, who else? Chemist. You only have 75 JP right now. Bess, that's not very much. Okay, throw items is a good one that we want for Bess, and then auto potion. Those will be the big ones. Let's not worry about it just yet right now. Throw potion is the big one for chemists.
Making preparations.
What do you want?
And then Lucia, you don't have very much JP just yet. Does anyone have a bunch? 119. Hey, you know, thanks for stopping by, fool. Really appreciate the raid earlier. Hope you have a good sleep. Got around. Nice, Blaze. You bought the game? Very good. Hey, glad that I can be recommending it to people. I mean, it sounds like you were already a fan of the series, so you're probably going to get it already, but I think it's going to be one that eats up a lot of my year. I mean, this is probably going to be a big... Yeah, have a great night, fool. It feels mean to say that, but yeah, this game is going to be a long stream series for us. We're definitely going to be doing probably I think it's going to be Tactics Tuesdays for like probably the rest of the year. I think this game takes basically 35 to 40 hours, but with the way that I talk and stuff, probably 45 hours. So it's going to be a fair number of streams. Dimebert. Wait, Dimebert's... Oh, he's almost got focus. Just shy. Oh, but he's not even the one we want to use. Okay. No one's got enough for a good ability yet, so we'll just keep on trucking. And save. The other thing I always forget to do in this game. That will surely one day punish me. Oh, random battle. This game played into your love of black mages. The black mage role in this game is tricky because of the way that like magic is on a timer. You have to like wait a certain amount of time in order to like before the magic actually happens, and you have to track that in the wait order. It's tricky, but it's really powerful when you get it right. It is cool where sometimes you can actually have your character, you can like target your own character and then move them out of the way in time to like blast the zone. Yeah, okay, we definitely want Ramza. We're allowed 5 people here. Okay, we want Bess.
Nothing can stop me.
Wait, no, we want Bess in the back. Then we'll get Nicia up here. And we'll get... Ulrich is closer to having a good JP up, so we'll get Ulrich in here. Okay, wait, no. Why are you over there? Come on down here. Coward. Trying to run away. Okay, we got a goblin. Maver's the goblin. And we got 3 red panthers. Alright. Oh wait. No, we've got room for a full oh wait. I was miscounting. I was not counting 5 right. Wow. Count to 5, challenge level impossible, apparently. Yeah, it's pulling a Delita. Okay, who is that? We gotta punish them. Trying to hide behind some rocks. Oh, my face got weirdly. Hold on. I pressed a button thinking it would help calibrate my face, and it got so much worse. There we go. Nope, too far. There we go. Just use my fingers. Okay, let's see. It is funny the way you just grab them and drag them from spot to spot. Okay. It's Ramses' turn. It's Ramses' turn. All right. I know we said let's not fully overextend this time. It's true. And we don't even know the number 2. We know the number 0 and 1, I believe. A lot of problems are pretty binary for me. Okay, let's see. Metal. No, I don't have any of the good, like, abilities that let me get JP just when chillin' just yet. We'll get there.
What's the best course?
We're also gonna hit some ads in 2 minutes. I'm gonna take a slightly longer ad break, or not ad break, but just a BRB time because I need to eat dinner. So it might be a little longer, might be like 10 minutes. So I'll you know, put on the screen, play some music. Maybe I'll have the I'll put on the Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack on the BRB screen, and then I'll be back a little bit after that, after I've eaten, and we can keep going a little later. Oh, I don't have any. I don't even have throw stone yet.
I'm here.
Get whatever robots eat. It's a lot of wires for me. So it's, you know, it's kind of like a chicken piccata, but with wires. It's kind of on the docket. So which, you know, is like, I guess it's chicken is like, ram. Because it's lean? I don't know. Chips? Everything's fish and chips, I guess. Aioli is taking a turn. Dionysus. Mavers. Mavers does favors. Spaghetti wires and meatball gears. Exactly.
It's time.
I'm for what exactly? I guess to go down this way and attack. You know, I bought everyone shoes and then I forgot to put the shoes on everybody. I sure did do that, huh? Oh, counterattack. Oh no! When your units attack, the target will sometimes retaliate with a counterattack. If there is a chance that will occur, a counter or similar will be displayed. I didn't notice the counter. Yeah, no worries. Thanks so much for hanging out, Blaze. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you again sometime. Okay, I'm gonna move this way and hope we'll get over here so we can heal up Ramza in a little bit. I'll stay like right here, kind of face the enemy. Then good, we can kind of corner them off here. All right, I think it's about time for the ad, so I'll be right back in about 10-ish minutes this time, and then we'll keep going. Oh, dang, I was hoping he was going to miss. Okay, or Bess is going to be busy with healing after this, after we come back from some dinner. We're so back. Dinner was delicious. Shoutouts to Momo for making a delicious wire chicken piccata with the most delicious gear sauce out there. Why is my head looks so broken? That's not better. This is, I think it's because I flipped myself to move myself over here. I'm gonna have to change the camera a little bit later. We'll do that for next stream. For now, it's fine. All right. Yeah, he can 1v1 a Red Panther. Sure. Go for it, Ulrich. Ulrich? Wait, where do I know that name? Is Ulrich one of the... Ulrich, I think, is one of the characters in Fields of Mystria. It's the blacksmith that everyone wants to smooch. Oh no, we've only got a 77% chance to hit. Apparently, astrology doesn't matter for beasts, which I think is very funny, that birthdays matter for humans, but not for beasts. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. The counterattack situation is rough. Okay, I'll send Benedict in to back you up. I forgot to actually give anyone any abilities. Oh boy. Oh no, why would you go after Bess? She's the most important one. That's probably why they went after her. Oh, that's so bad. Don't level up Aeoli. A more powerful Aeoli. No, none of them are missing. Really? Oh, and running away. Pulling a real Delita. This is hard, like, right away. That's crazy. I should have thrown some rocks. Oh, but none of them have the rock throw ability. So I got all new people. Oh no. I'm gonna have to be strategic and stuff. Oh, this is brutal. What I might want to do, honestly, okay, what I actually really want to do is have Bess run away and potion. We're gonna potion Nisia. Potion Nisia. Great. Yes. Level 2 Bess. Okay. Hit him from the back now. 16 damage, dang. Plus their counter. But we can take him down. Ramza, you're gonna... Yeah, you gotta hunt down this guy. We gotta prevent as many attacks from going through as possible. Please hit. Yes. Okay, and then Nisia. Okay, you can stay this side. Now we see that there's a red goblin. Do we think that there's green goblins at any point? I know that there's not, but I would love to believe. I love their weird little goblin design. You don't see furry goblins like this. It's kind of like a, oh gosh, what are those creatures in D&D that are like kind of werewolves, but not really? You fight them early on in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm totally blanking on it. That's gonna drive me crazy. And we'll wait. I'm gonna have to look that creature name up. It's like a hyena person.
I feel stronger.
Yeah, everybody's leveling up. Getting those stats. No. Good. Okay, Bess is safe. Oh, but gonna try and do some real work on Nisia. Nisia does not have great health. Okay, Bess is gonna continue to potion up Nisia, is what we're learning. Okay, at least he's running away. The cowardice strikes true. Potions, please. I'm gonna keep Bess away for now. I think we can get everyone else. I think the cavalries can get back if they need to. Oh, evaded. Oh, we took it. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna run away. Actually, we're gonna run away and team up with Bess back here. That was so rough. How come when the enemy has 77% chance to hit, they seem to always make it work? And when we've got 77% chance to hit, it seems like a lot less. Okay, I think we want to put Ramza in the, in the way of anyone getting to Bess over here. Bess and Nisia. Oh my, this is one Sly Fox. This is Sly Cooper over here. He's straight up playing a PS2 era stealth platforming game. Come on, don't counter that one. Thank you. Oh, but he got smacked. Okay. The heals are gonna need to come again. God, that hit sound. He sounds like he's hurt. They're just taking turns swinging at Ramza. Come on. Give me a break, man.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, we do. Heals here. Oh, nope, not attack. Bess, please don't attack Ramza. You'll kill him.
I'm in your debt.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, I think you want to move. We want to move you over here. Gosh, I wish I gave everyone the rock ability. Whoops. I'm gonna keep her. Honestly, kind of. We'll move her a little closer. Not too close though. We don't want this goblin and fox getting any bright ideas. Okay. You'll go over here. Surround the fox.
It's time.
Ramza. Ooh, I think Ramza's gonna stay in the way. So we really don't want Bess to get smacked. Oh, I don't know why they're not countering Ramza. That's interesting.
Here I go.
Ramza? No one ever knows. Alright, Nissia, get that hit in. There we go.
Stronger than ever.
One goblin down, one fox to go. Let's see him barrel roll his way out of this. Oh, he hits for so much. Alright. 22. Oh, no, wait. This could be so bad. If we kill him, it'll be fine. Oh, we're not going to kill him. Okay. No, we should not. If Benedict moves in the way and gets hit by the counter and gets hit by the fox's next attack. What's up, Carter? Yeah, if Benedict goes right there and doesn't kill that fox, Benedict's dead next turn. Let's avoid that. I realized I forgot to put any shoes or abilities on the new people we recruited. It was a mistake, but we still won. We're safe. Barely. Ramza's gonna carry us, but the thing is you can't have Ramza just become so hyper leveled. The roof is what's up for me, luckily. That was not true once when it rained really bad here and the roof was damaged, but it is today, luckily. Alright, let's save. Let's equip some shoes and some abilities, and then let's save. Everyone, put on your boots. We're going battling. Not you, Dime. Everyone gets shoes, except for Dimebird. Minerva can have some extra shoes as a treat. Yeah, we managed to do it, though. We managed to make it through that fight.
Yeah?
Yeah, the dogs are secured in the house, in the dog house. No more feet for free. That's the new Ivalice rule. The laws of Ivalice demand we not give it away for free. Alright, we're still so far away from being able to learn throw items, is the problem. Throw items is so good. Cure's blindness is pretty good. Having eye drops and the ability to cure blindness is good. We probably also want Phoenix down, because we do have Phoenix downs, and death here is a very real thing. So let's give Bess the ability to raise people from the dead, begin her necromantic journey. It's just normal healing. It's fine. Don't worry about if they're coming back from the dead, and if they look a little skeletal, you know? Happens to the best of us. We don't have... We have JP boost, but we don't have focus yet.
Well?
What's everybody's JP situation? Oh, movement +1 is another really good one that you want for basically every squire. Let's give you... I mean, counter tackle's really good. Throw stone, though. We just need everyone to... We need all of our squires to have the ability to throw some rocks. And make it happen. And then I think after that, we'll save up for JP boost down here. Yes, you also learn to throw stones. Everyone's getting rocks. Oh, Ulrich's really close, actually, to being able to get the JP boost, but throwing stones, just so important. Okay, everyone's coming in a little behind because we didn't do the first battle with them. So we'll see. We might need another random battle. After I've done all that, let me save. Everyone's getting stoned. Absolutely. Making sure our enemies get stoned. Weaken them a little bit. And rock hard. Did that play for y'all? I heard the fart. I don't know if the fart came through on everybody else's end. Hopefully it did. It seems like maybe it didn't. Yes, it did? Okay, amazing. I love that the farts are fixed. The fixed farts. Okay. Oh, we only have 4 people this time. Well, you know we're bringing in Bess. Pinch hitter.
Nothing can stop me.
She who brings the heat. We'll get Nisia in there as well. She who throws the stones. And Ulrich... Which one of you? You have the exact same bravery. Okay, here's a funny thing with stats. Actually, sometimes having a lower faith is good because the lower your faith, the less damage you take from magic. You do less magic damage, but you also take less magic.
I am ready to fight.
Yeah. So sometimes, especially for your warriors who you're like going into battle against like mages with, you want to avoid having super high faith characters.
Our luck is ill, that we should chance upon fiends such as these in the wood.
Oh, fiends such as these?
But some of us prefer fiends in a wood to a dull watch in Castle Garrett's, Argath.
Damn, Delita. Get him.
And some of us are not so quick to jape in danger's face.
I love to jape in danger's face, so I don't know. Argath, you're not really fitting the vibe check. Oh man, we got...
talk. They come.
Okay, we got goblins, we got flames here, like bombs, and we got purple goblins, red goblins, 1 red fox, and 2 bombs. This is with 4 people? Oh, but we've got Argath and Delita, I see. That evens the odds some, but, I mean, just knowing Delita's whole situation is not the best. Okay, let's get a top-down look. Oh, we can get straight up into the mix. Yeah, I know it's a fool's errand, but let's do it. I'm a fool. Let's smack this goblin right in the face. He's our strongest boy. Sometimes you just gotta smack the strongest guy in the face. I mean, if we hit, we potentially KO him in 1 shot. Carter, red goblins, just you in the fantasy world. They've got these funny little horned faces. I really like their cute little tusks. They look really, like, adorable, honestly. Like, I would want to hang out with one of these guys. I feel a little bit bad for fighting them, to be totally honest. Oh, evaded, of course. That's what I'm saying. 85% chance to hit? That's like 100% chance. Just minus 15%. Kind of embarrassing. Okay. We don't have anything Bess can do at the moment. Bess, you just hang out. People are about to get hurt. Hopefully it's not me, but it's probably gonna be me. No way to recruit the goblin guys. No, unfortunately not. There are, I think actually maybe later there is the Beastmaster ability, or the Beastmaster like job. That's certainly a thing that you can get in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and I know that there's something in here that lets you get like a Beastmaster ability, lets you recruit like chocobos and like the foxes. I don't know if it would let you recruit the goblins. Yeah, 80% means 50%. It's so true, unfortunately. We do have stones to throw now, so. You ever smack a giant fireball in the face with a rock?
I'm ready to fight.
Weirdly satisfying. All right, we got a little frontline garrison going here. Now that everybody knows how to throw stones, it's over for you fools. We got shoes and we throw stones? Pro gaming. They're down in the muck. Taking a spin punch. Spin punch? Okay, that wasn't so bad. There's something about it having a specific like name that made me more worried that it was going to be more dangerous than it was. Oh, bite. I don't want to be bitten by a bomb when the bomb bites back. Okay, they are flanking us, which I think in tactics means that we're winning, and it's fine. They outnumber us, and they outflank us.
My turn.
But we've got the power of friendship? Bro, I swear to God, if you throw that stone in the back of my head. No. Okay.
I've earned this.
Have you? You threw a single rock and you leveled up. I don't know about that, Argath. Okay. Let's see. Who needs more help? Is it Ramza? 30 out of 52, or Nisia, 27 out of 42. I think that's Ramza who needs the help. Soon it's going to be us.
My thanks.
Better than ever.
All right. Chemist level up again. Get that JP.
It's time.
Okay. Thing I really want to do is who goes next? Okay. Yeah, we got the front line going next, way before the next set of enemies. I think it's time to. Oh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to smack this goblin from the rear, but I think if it's too deep, we won't be able to attack. But I think it's shallow enough. No, I'll finish the bomb. I think that's the key. Is just focus down.
I have you now.
Yeah, just take him out. Now we'll work on the next guy. Nisia gonna get to work over here. Hopefully not expose herself. Wait, actually, can I go back? Reset move. Oh, I can't go there because there's the bomb's corpses there. The little bomb shrapnel. So I need to get on this side to attack. So we'll do that. And hopefully it's fine. We've got the Phoenix down. So if things go real bad, we'll still be okay. And maybe Ulrich can draw their attention if he's over a little closer to where everyone else is. I feel a little scared to be going this close to where everyone else is, but maybe Argath and Delita will do something for once. Probably not. And then we'll face the enemy. Okay, he just went into the water. He's just taking a bath, I guess. That's fine. Who are you fighting? Oh no, Nisia. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, this could be bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we shouldn't have faced the enemy. So now we're getting bitten in the behind by a bomb. Oh, the bomb's level increased. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, this is gonna be sayonara. I didn't think he'd be able to jump up that high, to be honest.
Not like this.
Okay. KO'd units. Interesting. When a unit's HP is reduced to 0, it will be knocked out and unable to fight. A KO'd unit can be restored to fighting fitness with an item called a Phoenix Down, magic such as raise, or abilities like revive. When a unit has been KO'd, a series of heart marks will appear above it. If all of the hearts disappear, it's basically like saving throws, except you fail one saving throw every turn in D&D terms, where it's like you only have 3 turns to be knocked down before you die for real, and then that party member is gone. So you have a chance to revive them, which I like, but you have to be smart about it. And of course, he's going after Bess, who is our healer. And if Bess dies, then there's no one to save anyone, which was bad.
Victory is mine.
That's not a good thing, if that wasn't clear. Oh, you're only going to do 20 just barely didn't kill them. Come on, man. Okay, Bess. Oh, it's really unfortunate that... Wait, can she? She can. And then she'll be surrounded, which means that she won't be able to be attacked on any side. So actually, here's a little thing that I'm going to do with Bess. Bess is going to get the kill so that this guy at 1 HP can't attack or move and give way to other enemies. And then we're going to heal next turn. Even though that means that Nissia is going to get 1 less turn, it's, I think, more important to keep Bess safe. Bess getting hurt here is the end for us. We should probably be bringing in more than 1 healer, retrospectively. And eventually Nissia is supposed to be a healer, but we were just trying to get her to earn some JP beforehand. We just might need the healer, though.
My turn.
Okay. Now, Ramza, fight a goblin. Crush this goblin for me, will you? 81% chance. That's like 100% chance. Oh, you evaded. Are you kidding me? Coach, I think you're right. I think it is like when it says 50-50 or 80%, they mean 50-50. They're lying to us. All right. Let's focus down the goblins, I think. Honestly, the goblins hit for more, so they're the more immediate threat. And then we're gonna wait, hold here. Hey, Delita, can you do anything? My guy, my friend, my pal, my childhood bestie. Can you take an attack? Oh, Ulrich might have to run after this. He's real hurt too. Who are you attacking? Ulrich as well? Come on! Guy can't catch a break. Okay, he's saved Beth. But man, oh no. Spin punch? Okay, only 10. We're gonna need to retreat a little bit. So they're retreating as well, and I think honestly the move here might be to like get a little distance between me and the enemy. After Bess Phoenix downs, here we go. Now it's time. This is strategy. This is the fun thing about this game. It makes you think about this strategy. You know, like I'm having to think about turn order and positioning for all of this. And she only revived with 6, which is rough. Okay, so luckily she can move after this. Who goes? We've got... She's going to move before any of the enemies. That's good. That's important. Get back here, Bess. And Ulrich. I think, Ulrich, you're going to also run. It's a strategic retreat. It's not cowardice if it's a strategic retreat is the thing. And you're going to go up here. And you're going to throw a rock at this little goblin below.
Ready.
Delita's actually doing an attack. Oh, he's going to Delita this goblin. There we go. An actual Delita. Okay. I think I continue the strategic retreat. She's going to go next. Unless I fight the bomb here and buy some time. That will leave Ramza surrounded. He's got enough turns to deal. He's got enough health to deal with that for one turn. And that feels like the kind of thing that, you know, the leader of the troop would do.
It's over!
Oh, and he just takes out the bomb, no problem.
I can't go on like this.
Yeah, no, you really can't. You do need to get away as quickly as possible. Oh, you can throw a rock, though. It's very funny to be, like, on death's door, and you're like, but let me throw this stone, though. Let me just get my rocks off. That's what that means. It's about throwing stones as you retreat, is getting your rocks off. Let me just run away. Bravely, I might add. Bravely run away like a hero. Oh man, 15 damage is a lot though. When did these goblins get so strong? Who's making these buff gobbos?
My turn.
Oh yeah, okay. Argath actually coming in to do work. Okay, Argath. But don't finish the fight before I actually get more XP, is the thing. If you could like slow down a little bit. Because like, you know, you're kind of kill stealing. I'm doing most of the work. You know, I want you to loosen them up for me. Just kind of, you know, loosen their grip. Okay, yeah. Potion, here we go. Nissi is up and about.
You can count on me.
Okay, Ulrich. You're also going to throw a stone like a brave hero. Oh yeah, so brave. And he leveled up from his incredible brave maneuvers. Oh cool, Delita's running oh, he's healing me. I thought he was running away to use Ulrich as a meat shield. That's actually very helpful. Thank you, Delita. That was actually a great maneuver that helped me a lot. All right, yeah, if we smack with this, it's over. It's over. You can't see it because the tree's in the way. Imagine Delita actually being useful.
We should soon reach daughter.
We're gonna reach a daughter? What? Daughter? That's how the Brits say daughter, I believe. Daughter. Or maybe that's New Jersey. That's how they say warder. Oh! Flee! Flee! They were gonna attack me right away? Just because I clicked on the region? Okay, let's look. Ramza has 250, which means he can learn. Oh, he's already learned JP boost. The thing we want to give him then, we really want to give him focus. So he needs one more battle before we can give him focus. Tailwind is also really good. Words of encouragement that increase the speed of a distant unit for the duration of the battle. Yeah, I think for Ramza, we probably want Tailwind. Like, upping the healer's speed, incredible. And let's see, we want... Bess is still a long ways away from getting throw items. We might want to throw... Actually, I think what we want to do is throw Bess on Squire for just a little bit, because she's actually quite close to getting JP up. And that'll help a lot. So, here's the things. We then can choose here, and we can do items, because we have the chemist ability items. So, and then...
What do you want?
What's your JP situation? So close to JP up. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. It's just the best move for everyone to have. Benedict, well, oh, I gave you rocks, and then you weren't in the last fight. Ulrich can learn JP Boost. Excellent. JP Boost is just, hey, it's easier for you to learn skills in the future. It's a passive that is like so worth investing in first thing. Because it just makes the rest of the leveling so much better. All right, let's save after that fight, because that was a close one. All of them are kind of close ones this early in the game because you just don't have that many levels. Let's see if there is another random. I think we should probably level up like one more time before we go on to the next battle. If I remember right, the next battle is like surprisingly hard for being the third story battle in the game. Thanks for the throw stuff. The throw stuff will be my reminder to save. That'll be like the save the game redeem.
I'm ready.
All right, we've got Ramzo's right there. Okay, so they're... Oh, who's this guy? The skeleton, Laurent, which is French for the Ron. Then we've got Lycomedes, who's been playing Hades. Janice, who's just, she's actually great at the office. You know, everybody really gets along with Janice. If you like a coffee break with Janice, she spills all the tea on the office drama. And then we've got Patane, who brings the papain. Beats the fart command. The fart command could also be a pretty funny save the game reminder. Okay, we need more Bess.
We're sure to win.
We're sure to win. I love that. I love that confidence, Bess. And then we'll get Nisia. Just get the classic 5. Benedict and Ulrich. Everyone's squires. Squires for hires. That's the name of our mercenary company at the moment. I guess we're not mercenaries right now. We're like knights in training. Knights apprentices. The Ron.
It's time.
It's time for what exactly, Ramza? If you could let me know what you think it's time for. Let's give Tailwind to... Let's give Bess the Tailwind.
I believe in you.
Believe in the me that believes in you. You do save channel points that way? That's funny. With the fart. Oh no. Oh no. I knew I should have made those channel point redeems. It's too easy. I have to trust in people's goodwill not to abuse the fart command. I'm gonna move out a little bit, but I'm gonna kind of let the fight come to me this time. We overextended last time, and I think I just want the healer to be in close proximity to everyone. I mean, I say that, and now I'm like, but Bess could just get up in there and start smacking. That's tempting. Does Bess have? Yeah, Bess knows how to throw a stone or two. So I think we'll actually just keep her up here. She'll throw a stone at the skeleton man. Oh, so close. We go over here. Can you throw a stone at the skeleton man? Yeah, I know Momo sometimes uses the fart command, but it's not... I think a lot of people don't know that it exists, is the thing. It's kind of a little hidden secret. It's the secret menu of the Faulty Friday streams. Oh, evaded. Come on. I'm just trying to get some JP over here. Give a pal some JP. Fine, I'll throw a rock at this goblin. Hit him. You know, you could learn a thing or two, skeleton. That's how you get hit by a rock. I don't think I'll be able to reach anyone. He's got hops though. He can get up there. 2v1. Other secret commands. I don't think I have that many secret commands. That being said, I didn't say none. I think I've talked about it. There's a boo and a cheer command. I think boo, cheer, and fart are the 3 little audio commands that I have that do different things. All right. Back. Now, I am sorry, Ramza. I am gonna hit you with a stone for the JP. I just need it, is the thing. That cheer was so loud, it genuinely scared me. Oh my goodness. That, like, jump scared me. The audio mixing is not even on the commands. Rude. Why would you tackle me? She just tried to throw a stone at you. Not even you, at your friend. Oh, lots of goblin tackles. You know how that I said earlier, I'm not going to divide and I'm gonna let the battle come to me? I regret it dearly. Oh, okay, Bess has seen better days. Bess is hiding and taking a potion. Oh, I'm also gonna need more potions soon. We're gonna have to go back to the other town and get more potions with the way we're moving through these. Okay, let's see. Who are we gonna focus down? I think we want to focus down... Why does he have a little... Is it because he's undead? He's got that little spooky face over his, like, health bar? Okay, we're gonna focus down Janice. Oh, Janice has counter, though. The skeleton also has counter. Okay, Janice has 74 bravery, though. That makes her so strong. We gotta take out Janice. Oh my god, this did so much damage. Alright, surround and conquer the goblin. The counter on the goblin is so
It was
tough.
worth the effort.
What's my next move?
Just their ability to do so much more damage. Okay, 81. Can I hit you? Can I hit you if I go down here? I can. 100% chance to hit.
I can get even stronger.
Good work, Benedict. Okay. Ulrich, you know what to do. You're a pro at this by now. You're the only one with JP up. Okay, well, you didn't finish him. That's okay. I believe that you'll get there. Ooh, the damage. Okay, I think Nissia is gonna have to retreat a little bit. Same with Ramza. Yeah, so they're focus firing down on Ramza. That's tough. Oh, Janice only has 2 HP. Come on.
I won't lose.
Okay. Best what you will do is run ahead and heal Ramza. You're still a healer, even though you're in... you're a healer in Squire's clothing at the moment. Okay, I actually really need this to go exactly 1 turn longer so that Bess can reach 250 JP. Looks like that won't be too much of an issue. Chopped is so much. Oh my goodness, this skeleton's a menace. And he's stronger. Okay. Ramza, we're gonna have you go in hot on the goblin. Finish him off so he's not scooching along at some point, hitting us for a surprise attack.
It's over!
The cheer is like, yay, you got what you deserve, Ulrich.
Here I go.
After Ulrich tried to throw a stone at Ramza. Honestly, I'm glad Ramza dodged it now because we've needed so much healing. Okay, Nissia, you are going to run away and then throw stone. And as we all know, we call that the hero's maneuver. Wait, can I throw a stone and then run? I don't know. see. Let me get a little farther first, just in case. Just in case I can't. Is that corpse of the goblin in the way? No.
I won't miss.
I'm very glad you did not miss. That would have been quite embarrassing. Okay, now you, Benedict, really need to get in the way. Actually, maybe get to the side. And then we're gonna... Oh, the counter, though. The counter, we run a real risk of some permanent damage with the counter. I think we're good, though. I think the math on this will be okay. Okay, Ulrich. Oh gosh, you could use a heal. Yeah, if we get countered and then punched... Actually, Ulrich is one bad rush away from getting got. I think the goblin does less damage, though. Or the bomb only does like 10 to 12. So let's have you help out over here. There we go.
That's more like it.
Oh, self-destruct. Oh, don't love that. Don't love that. Oh, shit. They're all down?
I'll show him.
Oh, shit. Do we have enough Phoenix Downs? No. So this is why we save. Is because that can happen. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can just retry. Retry from start of battle. Sometimes you forget the bombs explode. And that's why they're called bombs. And you get punished for your hubris. For thinking that they're weak little enemies. And they drop 3 of your members in a single explosion. You know? Wait, can I tailwind myself? I can. Let's do that.
Trust in yourself.
I probably should have tailwind Bess. Get her more turns, but you know. Okay, we're all hanging out, but we're not gonna get too close to the bomb. I think Rams is gonna deal with the bomb this time, actually. Can I get in range to throw stone? No, unfortunately not. I should have not put Ramzo there. That's fine. Can you throw stone up to this goblin? I can if I go that far. We'll do it. And then we'll retreat the next turn.
Here I go.
Inicia. You're also going to back up Bess over here. We're all going to focus down the goblin. With stones. Get stoned with the goblin.
I'm ready.
Alright, yeah. We're just going to... We're going to flank him over this way. And Ramza's actually just going to retreat after all of this. He fully exposed himself and is like, what? We're not going over that way?
Find your mark. You can count on me.
Ulrich will back Ramza up for a turn. Yeah, Ramza immediately went into dangerous range. He's just getting hurt so that Bess can heal him. Oh my gosh, 21 damage on a single hit. Nuts. The thing with the goblins is you don't want to surround them because that spin punch hits every adjacent tile, which is dangerous. Oh, skeleton. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Bess, heal me. I need so much help, Bess. Please. Oh, I'm so hurt so immediately. Okay, you know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to kind of keep throwing stones until the goblins are in more kind of like one-hit KO territory. So I'm not getting hit by the counters.
My turn.
Yeah, it sure is, bud. Come back and use Tailwind so that you don't get smoked immediately. Use it on Bess so she can heal you.
How's this?
I won't lose.
Okay, thank you, Bess. Thank you for not losing. Alright, and then items, potions. So we only have 3 potions too.
My thanks.
We've been using a lot of them. Okay, Nicia, yeah, is gonna go behind, fully flank this goblin. We can knock out this goblin with 2 hits. Oh, 27. It crit. Oh no.
Leave it to me.
Okay, we need this goblin to go away. Here we go.
You're finished.
Okay, the bomb is going to be dangerous. Oh, not feeling Dr. Strangelove. I'm not learning to love the bomb. Definitely need a second squire. Definitely need more heals and more healers. I've got to remember Ramza can heal. It sacrifices his own health to do it. So I'm going to have everyone else retreat. Oh man, they really hit hard. Oh my goodness. The chop. These guys are strong. This is tough, and we outnumber them. They were only 4 of them. Or there were only 4 of them. Okay, yeah, and then we'll take out Janice.
I'll give my all.
Bess will heal Ramza again. Even though there's other people who definitely need the heals. He's the lowest.
I'm in your debt.
This skeleton came straight for him.
Time to show off my skills. Better than ever.
Hey, nice. We got job level up with Bess. That's exactly what we wanted. I'm just going to fully run away. I'm going to run away as far as I can. Can I see this character's speed? Left trigger is combat timeline. Let me see. I can't see. Okay, I can't see the bomb's speed, unfortunately. I can't see how far they might reach. So I think I just have to attack. Wait, no. Fundaments, throw stone. Can't hit anyone from here, but I think we just have to play it safe. Run away as fast as possible. Absolutely same with Benedict. And let's just hope the bomb can't chase us all the way down. Okay, he's going for Ulrich. Oh no, Ulrich might eat it between the bomb and the skeleton. We'll see.
It's time.
It's gonna be tight. Okay, I'm gonna have Ramza go after the bomb. Yeah, it's 25. We want to take down the bomb before it has a chance to act again. That's the main thing. Okay, Bess is going to heal Benedict. Who's lower? Benedict. Benedict's at 18. Nicia's at 15. Both of them are within range of being absolutely aced by Laurent, but we've got some Phoenix downs. So if that happens, you know, we've got some heals. We'll see if anyone needs them right now. Ulrich might.
I'm hanging on.
18. Ooh.
Whatever it takes.
I'm so hurt. Okay, let's see. Can Nissia with the new heals dismantle this bomb? Yes, she can.
What's my next move?
All right, now Benedict. Benedict, you're so hurt. Your next move is to run right here and throw a rock from afar. It says it will not hit. Benedict, you're so hurt. I'm so worried for you, bud. Bess is even, or Ulrich is so hurt. Capital H hurt. Let me get over here with Benedict. Throw a stone. He's going 8th. I feel like we can defeat the skeleton before he goes again. Oh, he does have... Ulrich is at a whopping 4. Let's chop down this dude as much as we can with rocks so that Ramza can do the most work on him. We might see someone drop in this fight. It's very possible. Okay, even then we can't get right next to Benedict, so I think we need to... heal Ulrich. Oh, we can't heal Ulrich. We're out of potions. I think what I need to do actually is get in Laurent's grill a little bit, or try and block. No, I can't block Benedict, unfortunately. Let's take a swing. Let's see if Bess can really live up to her title. $16. Oh, he's so low. Of course he's going after Benedict. Oh, it's gonna leave Benedict. Can Benedict withstand? 3 HP. So tight. Nissia, though, coming in. Wait, should I give someone else the kill? I'm just looking around. Ulrich could use the JP. Honestly, Benedict. Yeah, Benedict could use the JP. Alright, Nissia is gonna see this all from afar and decide that she could throw stone with that. That'd be enough. That'd probably kill him. She's gonna wait and give Benedict the killing blow. Barely standing, taking the final swing down on Laurent, the final Ron. Victory is ours, but barely. Oh my goodness, that was just a random fight. Thank you, Benedict. Woo. But that means that we've got tons of JP up that we can do. Let's do that, and then we'll call it. Okay, we've got... That's a lot of this game, is like... This game is surprisingly tight, and it's like, oh, there's only 4 enemies, and it's like, yeah, but they hit so hard, and they can counter you way before you have the ability to counter. Like, you yep. Ass-clutching win, absolutely. Barely tooted by. Okay, JP boost for everyone. Everyone's getting the ability to level up better. Except Benedict still doesn't have it, unfortunately, because I had to spend that extra money on him learning to throw stone. Ulrich, I think he learned it. Yeah, okay. The next one I want for some of them is Rush. Or, not Rush, but Focus. Okay. And what about us? We've got JP boost. We could learn counter tackle. Yeah, let's do that. Now we'll counter. We'll counter the counters. That's not quite how it works, but... So that counter ability that we've been getting nailed with and doing lots of extra damage to us, we now have the ability to do that as Ramza. That'll be great. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to save and buy potions so that I don't forget to do that at the beginning of the next stream. Because otherwise I will, and we will go into the next story battle and die and regret it. It will happen. Okay, go to the outfitter.
Welcome. Take us along by all means.
Potions, please. I need 10 of these bad boys.
Are you happy? Thank you for your...
We'll get, like, 2 antidotes.
Are you happy? Anything?
1 more eye
happy?
drop.
Thank you for your...
I like to have a little bit of everything.
Are you happy? Thank you for...
Curious being Toad is one of the
happy?
worst
Thanks.
statuses you can get in this game. It just turns you into a useless
happy?
frog.
Thank you for your...
There are people who online have done very funny Toad-only playthroughs. Oh, okay, wait, we can buy Phoenix Down. Excellent.
Are you happy to make this purchase?
I'm honestly gonna buy like 4 more.
Are you happy?
Yeah, we're gonna need Phoenix Downs.
May I help with all
Phoenix
else?
Downs,
I
one of
await
those
your
things,
next visit.
better to have and not need than to need and not have for a Phoenix Down. Only Toads. Yeah, check out my only Toads. Alright, save there. And that's gonna call it for today for our first episode of Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks Fool's Arcade earlier for the raid. Everybody who was chatting, hanging out, lurking, whatever you're doing, I always appreciate it. This is... Thank you. I don't have hand tracking on now, but trust me, I'm bowing. I'm doing a deep, gracious bow. I'm so thankful. We're going to continue doing this for the foreseeable future for Tuesdays. This is going to be kind of my Tactics Tuesday, Final Fantasy Tactics Tuesdays. I was considering doing that or Final Fantasy Fridays, but sometimes Fridays just get busy, you know? Sometimes you just have real life things on Fridays that you want to do. We might do a bonus stream either this week or next because I'm going to be out of town for a bit in October, and I know I'm going to want to play a lot of this game. So, yeah, exactly. Seize the model leaning a bit. This is a bow. This is, you know, my arms go out like I'm curtsying. You just can't see the curtsy. Yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow with a pixel art stream. We're going to be finishing up some emotes. I've got one mostly made and another one kind of like I got a sketch done. So we'll start with coloring that once I'm done finishing up the dance emote tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. PST. And then we'll be back on Saturday with the Wheel of Retro. I had such a great time with Guitaru, man. I can't wait to see what the wheel will land on next. So I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your Tuesday evening or Wednesday, where depending on where it is. I live in one of the latest time zones, so it's Wednesday for most people at this point. It's still Tuesday for me, so I'm gonna take a shower and then fall asleep because it's starting to get late. Oh, spooky dance emote would be really fun. That's a great little October emotes would be fun. I don't think I'll have time for that, unfortunately, but that's a really fun idea for the future. Maybe next year I'll have enough time to make like holiday additional emotes. That's very fun. Maybe I'll work on some of that for the holidays, for like the winter holidays, because that would be delightful. All right, on that note, yeah, I'll be back this time next week with more Final Fantasy Tactics and other streams. If you want to find me, you can find me on Instagram and or Blue Sky at Faulty Friday is the name everywhere I am. So I'll talk to y'all later. All right, have a good one. Take it easy. See you, Carter.